What's up, everybody? Yo, what's up? How we doing? Welcome, friends. Super early morning stream. I didn't even realize, but you know what? Here we go. Here we fucking go. How are you guys doing? All right, we got some bounty shit to do. I think I have a Europa one to do on this guy, or not. It's like 4 p.m. Well, it's like 9 for the real time zone, but oh man. But yeah, I have some I've got a lot of bounty prep to still do. Do I have any clan people on? Nice. Oh my god, I have no one on at all right now. Holy shit. Maybe I should have waited. Oh my. But my prep's doing pretty good. Sorry, this is not dark mode, but I still have a lot of work to do on my hunter, and I have to do all of my clan bounties because I'm lazy. But my weeklies are looking good. I've not done a single daily, so today's gonna be like a lot of oh, I have 2 of these. Rating party and uneven the odds. What is uneven the odds? Oh yeah, we did do that. I forgot that we had done that. Let's go. Theory crafting prismatic hunter builds. I saw someone made... Is this what you're talking about? Hoon sent this to me. Where, yeah, you can... It's like a theory crafting... Okay, one second. This is gonna fucking kill me if I don't do this. Yeah, someone made like a full build crafting doc for this shit, which is crazy. So I think that's pretty cool. I love when people do fun stuff. Yo, Junior, what's up, buddy? This game isn't that serious? No way. What, for a build crafting document? Dog, you just don't get it. You fell off, man. The warrior. This one's not bad. How do you balance Destiny work life and being a completionist? Well, let me tell you something. It was really difficult when I was in grad school. But ever since I finished my PhD, it's been like fucking so easy. I have so much free time compared. Let me tell, a real job working 40 hours a week has fucking nothing on getting a PhD. Okay, it is child's play. It is a joke. So right now I'm just living my best life, man, and I'm fine. You know, that shows how sick Excel is. Well, technically it's Google Docs, or Google Sheets. But yeah, I loved Google Sheets as well. Just, you know, to share like spreadsheets and stuff with people. I think it's really fun. So nice 8 a.m. stream. Yeah, nice and early. But yeah, like it's really not that hard, right? Like everyone has like their hobbies and their priorities and stuff. And I've got to say, like I said, back in the day, like balancing Destiny was hard, but nowadays it's just like, I don't know. I play when I can. I try to optimize stuff. But it's really not that bad. No mountaintop build. I do have I'm trying to get my forbearance to 100,000. So, but I do have, like, all of my builds are like mountaintop. Well, some of my builds are mountaintops. I could be running that, but I want 100,000 kills on my forbearance, so. I'm using that. All right, Phylax, you, did we soft lock it? Did they soft lock it? Studying for my job in university was infinitely harder than my actual job. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. That's exactly what I'm saying. I like, with my job, right? I get paid incredibly well. I don't have to work as much as I did in grad school, and I actually like enjoy my job and my life and what I do. It's like, you know, I've been there about a year. It'll be in next week. It'll be a year. March or May 22nd. So in 2 weeks, it'll be a year. And May 14th was my final day in grad school. I've almost been out of grad school for an entire year. And I'm still like coming to terms with the fact that it's like, this is what life is supposed to be like, you know? It's fucking weird. Yo, Toshiba, what's up? Would you use Mountaintop for specifically, like, majors, ad clear, boss damage? Definitely not ad clear. Mostly, like, major stuff. But, I don't know. Yeah, and DPS rolls as well. Like, if you go back and you watch which I need to upload, I totally forgot until right now. We did Trio Flawless Pantheon. I used Mountaintop a lot in that for, like, for majors and ultras. It's been a year. That's crazy. I know, dude. It is fucking flown by. You gonna replace Fatebringer with Midnight Coup or stay with the OG? I have not farmed one out. I still need to farm out a Hammerhead, a Midnight Coup, and a Lunas, which I will do at some point. That is less important to me than bounty prepping though, so kind of just taking it one step at a time. And we did some, oh, check this shit out. We did some sidearm farming last night. Check out this baby. Impulse, amplifier, volt shot, tac mag, kind of shit there, and stability's kind of lame. I wish this was reload, but I'm really happy with this. This is pretty good, because this thing, Indebted Kindness, sleeper pick. Dude, I got your God Roll Impulse, Recon Vorpal with handling shiny. I want to kill myself. Oh no, just auto loading Recon. I have both. Just get both, Forehead. You ever think about that? Yeah, Indebted Kindness is so good. It is a, I think it'll be excellent on the day one as well. Because Rocket Sidearm, so if you guys don't know, the way heavy works in this game is oh my fucking god, every X number of kills you get heavy to drop. And that changes based off of like if you have a finder on and what type of weapon you get kills with. So it takes fewer primary weapon kills to get heavy ammo to drop than special, and it takes fewer primary and special kills than heavy to get heavy to drop. Indebted Kindness, for whatever reason, acts as a primary when it comes to heavy dropping. It does not act as a special. So the ammo economy using Indebted Kindness is just better. And so if you get a lead from gold Indebted Kindness, because you're getting more heavy to drop, you're also, you know, you have essentially constant special because of lead from gold. It's just such a powerful, I mean, it's like a viable double special strat for sure. How many fucking kills do I have to get? Oh my god. Nope. Show me your tummy. Is an artifact account wide? Yes. Should I be bounty prepping for all three characters to level up the same artifact? Also, yes. I mean, if you bounty prep on 3 characters, that's 3 times as much XP, right? And you need to get to level. I'm gonna reset, I think. I should have gone into the Lost Sector. I don't know what I'm doing. But you need to get to level 41-ish to get all of the artifacts. So, and one character will get you about 8 levels, 8 or 9. Depending on boosts and things like that. So you're not gonna be able to get all the way up to 40 with 3 characters bounty prepping, but you'll be able to get to like 25, 30, somewhere in there depending, and it's pretty fucking good. Yeah, I see people running a Dead Kindness and Onslaught and it seems a little too good. It is very good. If I saw it, the new rocket sidearm in the final shape will be Strand, so you can even run Sunshot with it. Yeah, there's a Strand one, and I believe there's a Stasis one as well. I think we saw a Stasis one in another trailer. Cheese Forever seems convinced the clan bounties will go away because they're getting reworked. They might. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say Cheese Forever is wrong. What I will say is I bounty prepped all 3 of the seasons when Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit got reworked. The same thing, the same way they got reworked, where they got an experience track and that sort of stuff, and those bounties did not go away those seasons. So historical precedent says they won't go away. If you don't want to take the chance or whatever, prep something else. But you know, I don't have any evidence other than that, which is more evidence than Cheese Forever has. But it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal either way. It's most people don't do all the clan bounties. They fucking suck, most of them. I'll probably do like 4 of them on each character or whatever. But all of the other reworks have not removed the bounties, so. At the end of the day, there's not really a correct way or an incorrect way to bounty prep, right? Just do whatever you're comfortable with. I'm about to get, like, nothing personal kidded, I think, here. Fucking hell, man. How many more of these do I need to do? I didn't know this last sector was gonna have a fucking overload in it. Okay, I just need a couple more. I also think they would have mentioned it since, I mean, Bungie's been incredibly open with stuff. Like, really weirdly open with stuff. Telling us specifically what bounties would be sunset or would be removed from your inventory. That, like, they went with the Rahul rework. They came out and they said that you need, if you had full exotics on every character, it would essentially get you up to the next rank of Rahul. And then they encouraged us to start stockpiling exotic engrams. And it's like, what is Bungie done with Bungie? Like, what is happening? They're telling us how to prep? They have never done that before. They have always pretended like prepping does not exist. So it's very strange in a good way. It's not a bad thing. It's cool, but it's very strange to see them come out and be like, actually, this is the correct way to prep. So I don't really know how to feel about that. Other than like, oh, I guess that's kind of cool. Kind of strange. Like, it's, you know, like when people are really nice to people like right before they die, that's what it feels like Bungie's doing right now. They're being really nice to us, and I'm like, do we have like a fucking terminal disease I'm not aware of? Like, why are you being nice, Bungie? What's happening here? Do you do the 10 Gambit matches bounty? No, we do the 4 win ones, and if they overlap, we'll do them, but no, fuck no. I was wondering, maybe it's a new game director? No, I don't think so. I was wondering why I was because I got that question a lot. A lot of people have been asking me about the Hawthorne bounties, which I was really confused about. I didn't know Cheese Forever was saying stuff about it. Making my fucking life difficult, spreading nonsense. Like I said, it's not necessarily nonsense. Like, it could be right, but it's pure speculation at this point, right? I also have a bone to pick with Cheese Forever because he put fucking bounty preppers in shambles in the fucking title of his video, and that pisses me off because bounty preppers are not in shambles, okay? It changed like nothing. And it's just like, God, what an ignorant thing to say. I know he probably knows, and he's just fucking, you know, baiting or whatever, and fuck me, it worked. But if I see one more fucking person say bounty preppers in shambles, I swear to God, your life is gonna be in shambles, bro. I love the clickbait meta. I mean, it is what it is. Scaro actively being in shambles, dog. It just pisses me off. It's like one minor thing changed that actually makes grinding bounties like easier. And the entire, it is, the only reason it pissed me off that Cheese did it is because Cheese, like, it seems like he's the type of person to bounty prep, so he should know better. But like, I saw like a bunch of dumbheads on Twitter saying it. And and everyone who's saying it is, they're not bounty preppers, right? They're like on super bounty prep copium. Where they're like, oh, this is a waste of your time, ha 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 ha. And it's like, you're just dumb. You don't, because you have no idea what you're talking about. And so when I saw someone who actually, I think, bounty preps say it, I was just like, oh, fucking hell, dude. There's literally no way. No, Bungie has not confirmed Destiny 3. There have been some leaks about Destiny 3, but look, until Papa Luke Smith blesses us with his presence and confirms it, I believe nothing. Maybe they're distracting from a secret better way of prepping. Let me assure you, if anyone knows the best way to prep, it's not Bungie devs. Is that toxic to say? That might be toxic. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it on my Bungie dev friends. I didn't fucking mean that, okay? That was a joke. That was a joke. Stasis auto? If Destiny 3 happens, it would be assumed to be free to play. Probably. I actually don't think so. Hi, Kitty. What are you doing? I feel like they've kind of gotten themselves some trouble with free to play, but I could be wrong. I don't really fucking know the meta with these things anymore. I'm pretty much a boomer when it comes to understanding what the kids nowadays like with their games, brother. I don't have like a single fucking stasis anything. I really am a certified stasis hater, it turns out. Oh, is that a hand cannon one? Can I do hand cannon? Auto rifle, SMG, pulse rifle. Haha. There you go, pulse rifle. I'm doing daily bounties in the throne world. Someone doesn't have notifications turned on for Scaro's videos. Favorite dev on Twitter? Oh, I can't pick my fucking favorite Bungie dev. But it's definitely Noah. Oh man. I appreciate the Bungie devs who don't treat, because there have been some Bungie devs over the years, definitely, and there's nothing wrong with this, but like I get the feeling that they didn't like hardcore players, or like maybe they just didn't get it or something. I don't really know, but I've definitely got some like pseudo toxic vibes over the years. But this, like, the new wave of like super active Bungie Twitter people, Noah and Ashley and Ash, and like all of the investment team, and even a lot like Robert Brooks and stuff, like everyone who's on Twitter constantly, I feel, or I say constantly, I didn't mean that in like a negative way, that's my bad. But I feel like they get it, you know, like this is the first time in a while where I'm like, oh yeah, they know we're not just, you know, no lifes or whatever, even though we kind of are, but I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I see them tweeting things that are like actually pertinent, I guess, to me and us, and that makes me feel really good. But Noah is awesome. No, I don't even think I had to do anything. You know, a lot of people are going to make that, like, firing people. I don't think it has anything to do with that, other than the fact that I think maybe the devs care a little less about, like, optics now. in terms of like to leadership or whatever. And I think that's another thing is it seems like either leadership is completely loosened up on things, or I don't, it's hard to explain once again, but it like it does feel different, but it was like a clear shift. I don't want to say like out of desperation, but all the communication that appeared did seem to be kind of linked to a definite need for better community sentiment. You know, it's hard. Man, I don't want to make any assumptions about any of that, but it was also like it's also like all of the like the what's her name? I feel so bad for forgetting her name. She's like the expansion director for Final Shape, right? And then we had like all of the directors for Into the Light and stuff. Like the leadership in terms of like the people actually running the development of these DLCs, they've also Katarina, that's right, thank you. They've also been a lot more open, and I don't know, maybe that's it. Like maybe the leadership was like, okay, or because they're not like the C-suite, but they're still leaders. They're like management, right? But it's like maybe they were started to be a little bit more open, so the designers and people under them felt a little bit more empowered, or maybe it's just a coincidence and everyone was just really excited to start talking about this stuff. I honestly have zero idea. I have no idea, but it's been a clear shift across the entire development team, I think, and that it feels really good. I think that's a good thing. I love hearing. Nothing makes me more excited than when Bungie is excited to talk about what they're making, because historically, that's when you know they've got fucking bangers. You know, when they're excited to talk about it and brag about it a little bit, it's like, oh yeah, they're confident, and confident Bungie is the best Bungie when it comes to what content they're putting out. For sure, it's always been that way. Confident and like, because Bungie's the most confident when they know they fucking need to deliver type shit, you know? And they fucking know they need to deliver, you know? And they have absolutely... Into the Light has been nothing short of unbelievable, for sure. Do you miss Steve Cotton and Scott Taylor? They were a good duo. See, that's kind of, I guess that's a good juxtaposition to what I'm talking about. Like, Scott always seemed really funny. I know nothing about Steve. Steve's person, I saw Steve in like 2 live streams maybe ever. I know nothing about them. You know, they weren't, Scott's a little, or what used to be a little active on Twitter. I don't know if he still is. I feel like he's not. But same thing with like Christopher Barrett, right? Like Christopher Barrett was in a couple live streams and he worked on a lot of cool stuff, but we never really got to learn his personality that much. But I feel like with these new devs doing the live streams and always being active on Twitter and actually like communicating and playing with the community and stuff, like I feel like we know them a lot more, and it feels a lot better in my opinion. So I can't really say like, oh yeah, Scott has like, you know, I miss Steve and Scott because they were like the funniest people ever. Because I honestly have no fucking idea. You know, like I have no idea. I can recall maybe 2 streams, like I said, with Scott in it, and I don't know if I couldn't even tell you one time I've seen Steve talk. Kind of same thing with like Mark Noseworthy, right? Like Luke Smith, we all know his personality a little bit more because he was always a little bit more, did I finish this bounty? Yeah, I did. Arc. He was always a bit more front and center. But fucking Mark Noseworthy, I know literally nothing about that guy. You know? Do you think the Destiny 3 leak is real? I don't fucking know, man. Maybe. Maybe not. It's... A lot of people are assuming it's real because they got Prismatic, but let me tell you something. That is the lowest hanging fruit anyone could have guessed. If your leak was they're combining subclasses, or if your guess at a leak, your fake leak was they're combining subclasses, fuck me. There's literally no other name, nothing Bungie could name that other than Prismatic. That is, or Prism as they called it. That is the lowest hanging fruit, like the most gimme name ever, you know? So I feel like anyone and their mom could have guessed that. But I don't fucking know, man. You know, I'm not huge on leaks, and I'm sure there will be a Destiny 3 at some point, but I don't really know what that looks like. Cosmo knew about Marathon move a long time ago. He's been planning this level of comms to improve his chance at the role. Dude, that's some conspiracy theory brain shit, I think. He'll be a good fit for that role. The fact that they're right now hiring a Cosmo, that tells me we're gonna start hearing about some Marathon stuff relatively soon. They're not gonna have a community manager fill a role if they're not looking to communicate with the community. You know what I mean? That shit, I would say within, do I want to say that? I feel like within the year, we'll hear some pretty concrete info about Marathon, but I don't, that feels like a dangerous prediction. But surely you don't have, how long does a community manager lead? How long do they need to like adjust and acclimate and prepare for the launch of a game? I feel like 6 months is like a really long time for that. Arc, Shadow Legion, and Vex, okay. Why would Bungie invest in making a new seasonal model if they're making a Destiny 3 soon? I mean, it's not like switching to episode, it's not, that didn't like take dev work, you know what I mean? They're just switching, they're just making essentially longer and bigger seasons, but it's not like they needed to revamp any of their systems to do it. No, you can make the argument like, oh, why would, I don't know, if they had to switch some engine shit or something, why would they do that? Or like Prismatic, right? Like you could, I guess you could make the argument like, okay, this obviously is an overhaul of sorts. Why would they do that now if they're switching to Destiny 3? But switching from seasons to episodes, like that's zero extra work. Destiny 3, did you miss something? No, just speculation and rumors and stuff. Nothing concrete. And I would argue the best time to trial a new seasonal model would be before you bet your next franchise or like your next installment on it. You know, do a trial run now and decide then what's gonna work best for Destiny 3, if that is the route that they're going. So, I don't think that's a good argument for or against necessarily, personally. A bit of a hot take, but if you couldn't fight Nez on the platform, so you'd be one of the hardest bosses in Destiny 2. Maybe? It's hard to say, really. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. I'm very curious to see, like, I feel like Bungie's gonna have some weaving to do because they don't want any of their IPs to compete with each other, right? So it's like, Final Shape comes out now. I think we'll be able to say more conclusively, or like make better estimates about what's going on with Marathon once we beat the Witness and Luke or whoever tells us what's going on with the future of Destiny. You know, because that'll fill out kind of our contact. Oh my god, that one was so fast. It was like 4 enemies. That'll tell us more about the roadmap that they're planning, I guess, and because we know they're not going to like release a Destiny expansion or a new Destiny on the same, like in the same time period as Marathon, we'll be able to kind of more accurately estimate what's going on. At least that's how I'm kind of thinking about it, I suppose. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm excited for all of it, though. Yo, Vague, I'm having a great day. How are you doing? So now we stack 7 gunsmith bounties first, and then we do every other daily that's not a ritual. Every other daily that's not a ritual, not from the helm, and not onslaught. Fastest way to get descendant shards? Double loot GMs probably. So I feel like this first time in a while we don't really know what's happening in the next couple of years, and it's exciting. I feel like it's exciting, but it's also a little nerve-wracking from like a content perspective for like me. And I get really frustrated with like heroic public event and Asterian Abyss. That is so specific. What the fuck, Barracks? I get really frustrated with people being like, well, obviously this is going to happen, you know? I feel like everyone thinks they're an expert at timelines for game design or something. And like when this I don't want to, I'm not picking on him or anything, but Jake made a video a while back and he's like, I'm confident this will be the last raid in Destiny. It's like, brother, what the fuck are you talking about? How could you, why would you, why and how and who and what? Like, what? What are you talking about? That's a crazy thing to say. I don't know. It, just a wild take out of nowhere too. What level do you usually reach bounty prepping 3 characters? If you follow the whole spreadsheet, usually around like 25. Yo, what's up, Canadian? But that's the sort of thing I'm talking about. It just drives me crazy when I see people on main just saying crazy shit. It's like, why would you say that? It's like one of the first things they teach you when you're becoming a scientist is like, hey, don't make fucking stupid concrete statements that you have literally no idea about. And so it drives me insane when I see people make stupid statements that they have literally no idea about. I'm not gonna sit here and say like it's definitely not the last raid, but I think there's way more evidence that it won't be the last raid unless like Bungie literally explodes on itself. But I mean, there's no way. I don't know. We'll see. What are the best daily bounties to prep after they announce? I made a video on it yesterday, but pretty much any of the destination ones are fine. And I made an updated spreadsheet too, if you guys haven't seen it in the video yesterday. It is linked. They literally have Wrath in their back pocket. I am more confident that Wrath will never return, but I would love to be wrong about that. I just don't think there's any way this will be the final raid. That's a fucking just crazy thing to say. I also don't believe this will be the last yearly DLC for Destiny 2, but it's just, I made a video on this too, actually, this exact thing. But you have to think about it from not like an emotional weird perspective, however you're feeling about Destiny right now or whatever, but Destiny literally keeps the lights on for Bungie. And the thing that makes Bungie, the single thing that makes Bungie the most money in Destiny are yearly expansion pre-orders and stuff. It's a significant portion of their revenue. And if they're not making yearly, I'm not saying we'll definitely get like one every year or whatever. Because I think it seems like Bungie is learning that to deliver real high-end shit, they need to put a year and a half or 2 into these expansions, and I would expect that to sort of be where we head. But they'll probably finish off with a Xivu raid. I don't think so. I might be wrong on that one, but I don't think Xivu will be a raid. I think she'll be a pretty important part of the episode, but when do you think they're going to announce what's next after the episodes? I mean, Luke Smith already said that once we beat the Witness, once Final Shape is kind of come to its conclusion, they'll discuss it. I would be surprised if we don't get like a Vidoc or something as soon as like, maybe not as the raid is beaten, but on that following Tuesday, when whatever, you know, they already teased, like you beat the Witness and then on that Tuesday there's some new activity and shit. I would expect us to get like a Vidoc sometime around then, or a small little like Twitter thing or something. So, brother, I just want a heroic public event. What are we doing here? No chance Xivu's gonna be a season mission boss? What do you mean no chance? Xivu's really not that big of an enemy, my dog. I mean, maybe they'll grow her into one, but Xivu is, she is the remnant of a Light and Darkness saga. She's like, to me, it feels much more like post-campaign type content. Not like actually post-campaign mission, but that's, if you think about like the story and then there's like an epilogue, she feels much more like an epilogue character from this saga than like a main character of a new saga. She's just the leftover bits they never did anything with. But, you know, maybe we get a dungeon or something. We do get 2 dungeons this year. One of the dungeons, does it go Echo's Heresy? I don't know. I could see her being a dungeon boss potentially or something, but I definitely don't think she's a raid. I would love to be wrong. Like, I will take every new raid they will give us, but she isn't that important. I mean, every major story beat with Xivu has been, like, contextual. Like, one cutscene and a bunch of Grimoire cards. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like... She is by far the least interesting of the 3 sisters. No, I really don't see... I mean, unless... there's always the potential that Xivu's, like, a boss in the final shape of raid. I could see that, I guess. Not the final boss, but like you know, a lead up to the witness as like a disciple or something, but I don't think Shiva's gonna get her own raid. There's no way they paywall her story behind a dungeon key? Why not? Why not? Why not? I don't feel like anyone is... Once again, maybe people are a lot more attached to this character than I thought, but she's not a super interesting character, and she doesn't really have a lot of weight on the story anymore. And also saying there's no way Bungie would put this story behind X is a ridiculous thing to say. You know, 10 years into Destiny at this point, what are we doing? What's the difference between paywalling her story behind a dungeon for $10 or paywalling her story behind an expansion for $50? Do you think there's a moral difference in that? Because I really don't think there is. Content is content, you know? I mean, they put Kyria's story... I think Kyria's a more interesting fucking character than Xivu, and they put her story behind a $10 season. Yeah, I think, why is there a stigma that Bungie hates Siva as a... Yeah, that raid is definitely harder to remaster. I don't think they necessarily hate Siva. But I do think a lot of the Rise of Iron story is kind of hard to work with because it didn't exist in the first place, and then a lot of it isn't really that relevant nowadays, right? Like, they've talked on it multiple times. They just felt like the Rise of Iron story... Rise of Iron is probably the best example of what an episode is going to be like. Very kind of anthological, its own self-contained story for the most part. There's been things that have leaked out in the other expansions and seasons and stuff, but for the most part, Rise of Iron is its own self-contained story with its own self-contained content that doesn't really have any bearing on the larger universe. It doesn't have much of a bearing on the larger universe. I feel like that's very similar to how episodes are going to play out. But in terms of Wrath, I think Wrath is completely different, and yeah, it's just a lot harder because they would have to make, if they do it 1-to-1, right? If they bring back Wrath as it was, they have to make new enemy combatants. You know, they have to make the Siva splicers. That's a lot more fucking work than just bringing back Crota and putting just regular Hive in it. You know what I mean? What I could see them doing, I've said this for a long time, I could see them doing like special Siva bosses, but just using like regular Fallen for the enemies. I don't think that would be that big of a deal personally, but I think a lot of people wouldn't like that. But like, you know, they have to make the Atrax, or the Axis and the Vosic boss models anyways. they're unique. Making them Xivu or have red attacks or whatever isn't really, I don't think would be any extra work in just using a regular Fallen. But I really don't think people would respond to that well at all, so I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. Or if Wrath is ever gonna come back. I would love for it to. It's like my #1 thing I want back at this point, but oh jeez. I'd rather Xivu's sword go out with a bang than a whisper or a whimper. I don't know. I guess people are a lot more attached to this character than I thought. Are you saving new Moon bounties? Yeah. Should I bounty prep as someone who works 60 hours a week? Also, I'm not doing day 1 or 2. If you're not doing day 1 raid, if you're not going for a contest clear of the raid, you do not need to bounty prep. Period. Bounty prepping is only for people who are seriously going for the contest clear of the raid. 100%. Oh, I didn't make it. I've got to make this fucking heroic. Did I fuck up? Can I no longer make it heroic or do more just appear around these? Please make this heroic. Where the fuck are... I think I fucked up. Oh! Oh, there's definitely more. We're fine. We're gaming. I don't know. I didn't realize people were so attached to Xivu, I guess. It's just like, I find it really weird when people are attached to the worm gods too, because they are, I mean, the worm gods are like the definition of a nothing burger at this point, right? They're like 4 levels below our actual most intimidating enemies. They're just pawns. They're jokes. Like, they're just not interesting. I don't expect any story with the worm gods to ever be wrapped up. Maybe in the future they'll bring one back or something, but it's the same thing. Like, I feel like Bungie just, like, from a lore perspective, power crept Xivu, and she's just not cool anymore. That's just where I am with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater, I guess, but the other 2 sisters got entire expansions. Only fits that the 3rd gets something. I would have agreed before. I guess I would have agreed before Lightfall, and especially I guess before like all the Witch Queen story, and then especially before Season of the Witch. I don't know. I think she just hasn't been developed in an interesting way, and I feel like it's too late to do it now. But I could be wrong. Like, I don't know, man. I don't feel that strongly about it one way or another, to be completely honest. I'm just so ready for new shit. And I would much rather a more interesting take on something than like Bungie spending the next 3 years going back and wrapping up every little plot line like the worm gods, like Xivu. But like I said this before, like, I would be shocked if Xivu doesn't have some role in Heresy or Heretic, whatever that episode's called. I just don't think she's gonna get a Witch Queen or a Taken King moment. I think, you know, we see her in an episode and we either kill her in the episode or we kill her in a dungeon. I think that's the best you're gonna get. But I could be wrong. 17, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? Bungie needs to tap back into the 9. Yeah, so these are like, that's the things I'm sort of interested in. Like, stuff that has been hinted at in Destiny, but hasn't really been explored at all. I think the 9, I would love to see more of them. The Ahamkara or that sort of like, I wanted to go more fantasy next. I feel like we've done a lot of sci-fi stuff. And I have nothing wrong with sci-fi, but I feel like there's a lot of like more fantasy elements that Destiny could really lead into. That could be a lot of fun. Like the Ahamkara, like the 9, especially like the Aphelion. I want Aphelion shit right now. Here I am saying like, oh, I don't want them to go back and retread storylines, and here I am naming 4 things, but it's there's a difference between something that, like, I feel like the Hive Sisters have not only been explored, but, like, have been exhausted at this point. But something like the Ahamkara, even though we had, like, the Riven stuff, I feel like there's a big resurgence there, and we could have an entirely different expanded look at the universe compared to what we've had, and it could be very different. Whereas, like, I don't really see any reason a Xivu Arath story would be significantly different than, like, a Savathûn story. You know, other than, like, oh, one's war and one's trickery, but it's all, I feel like it's all very samey. So, Wrath of the Xivu Sheen makes so much sense. Okay, I'm down for that. That's actually my new favorite theory. Aphelion are an enemy type that are closely associated with the Awoken. We know barely anything about them other than that they're powerful as fuck. What about the Winnower? Is that character not going anywhere? Look, I'm gonna be honest. If there's one thing I want Final Shape to do, I want it to finally describe the difference between the Traveler, Witness, Gardener, and Winnower. Are those... Because the way I interpret it now is that the Winnower and the Gardener are just like the personified versions of the Witness and the Traveler. Or more like the kind of like, they're like the legend versions, you know, the larger than life versions. It's weird to say about two like god level creatures, but I don't really know if they're different. I don't know. I just want a definitive answer, bro. They are an idea. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. But you know how like in like human legends, right? There's like the real version of events, or like the realistic version of events, which once again is really weird to say for Destiny, which is what's like actually happening. And then there's like the legend, larger than life version that's like hyperbolic, or like, you know, fucking like an Aesop fable or whatever, you know. That's what the Winnower and the Gardener feel like to me, like personifications of the ideologies of the Witness and the Traveler. But I don't fucking know. What am I, a nerd? Read the lore. No, thank you. Yeah, the myth versions. That's a better way of what I'm saying. Yeah, so I would love like a more, and I feel like if you lean into things like the Nine, and especially Ahamkara and the Aphelion, like you start to open up the world a lot more. Like I'm so sick of our solar system. Let's like oh, and I also want them to lean into, you know, we've had a lot of X content, you know, so this is kind of going against what I was saying once again, but we've had a lot of X content. I really, really, really want to see more of like Volantis and like the actual Vex like go into it, you know what I mean? Like I feel like there's so much potential there, but we've barely scratched the surface of the Vex, I feel like. Whereas I feel like we've really exhausted a lot of the Hive, a lot of the Cabal, a lot of the Fallen. I feel like the Vex have so much more to give, personally. I would love to see more of that. Is the Mithrax story done, like his character? I'm sure all of our friendly units will have heroic public events, energy weapons, grenade melee. Oh my god, these are super easy. I bet all of our friendly people will have some sort of story arc together in the Final Shape, working together. Our Avengers Endgame moment, you know what I mean? But I don't know. We don't have a Vex Oryx or Callus or Aramis type. It's really funny that you say that because Panoptes was literally modeled off of Oryx. So we did technically have a Vex Oryx. It just the thing about the Vex is up to this point, there hasn't been any convincing like Vex leaders. Like they don't have their own personality. And I feel like, you know, the Vex are essentially the Flood. So now we need to meet like the Hive Mind, or what was the big wormy boy's name? Was it the Hive Mind? We need to meet like that. You know what I mean? Or the old preachers with the testicle chins from I'm not a huge Halo guy. Gravemind, thank you. You know, I've played the Halos, but I'm not like a fanatic for the Halo lore. But like that sort of stuff. Like we need to, the Vex need that, I feel like. Or they could very easily get that. And that could lean a lot more into that sort of, like I said, like more fantasy element. Even it's hard to distinguish between fantasy and sci-fi a lot of times, especially in a game like Destiny, but I just want a fucking Vex Dragon. You know what I mean? Shit. They don't have a leader, they are a collective. Yeah, so that's like our current understanding of them. But you can't really make a collective without a leader an interesting group. So if they were ever to expand on the Vex, I would bet they would have a leader type. Question, why are you bounty prepping? I thought Bungie said that all bounties would be deleted on the release of the DLC. Whoever told you that is lying or dumb or both. They are only removing the Vanguard, the Crucible, and the Gambit bounties. I made a video on it yesterday explaining, but no, 90% of bounties, 95% of bounties are not being removed at the start of the DLC. Are you ready with the same players or different team going to the final save? We have 2 new people compared to our last raid team. If you've been watching any of the Pantheon stuff, it's those people. Next week's Pantheon will be a little earlier, and then yeah, the next 2 weeks we're going to be doing Pantheon a couple hours earlier than we have been. We're going to be on and actually like doing shit, which is sick. You can't defeat the entire Vex collective. I mean, once again, well, you can't really stand to, like, they would never do that, right? Eliminate an entire enemy type. That'd be a really dumb thing to do from like a, you know how like in Helldivers they were like, oh, you killed all the robots or whatever, and then it was like, oh wait, you didn't actually kill all the robots. There's a reason they did that, and it's because getting rid of your fucking enemy types is a really dumb move. So I hope the world's first race lasts like 40 hours. There's literally 0% chance that happens. We are way too power crept. Yo, thank you. Wouldn't that just be a Witness 2.0? The leader of a collective and an entire embodiment of a single collective are 2 separate things. But we'll see. I don't know. I just like, I think it's really important to be like, oh, this can't happen with the Vex because they're X or whatever. Because the Vex are definitely the enemy type we know the least about. And, you know, we've seen many times in the past, what we know from Grimoire cards and lore, a lot of those are stories, or they're from unreliable narrators, or we just learn new things. Or things change, you know? So, like, you don't think Bungie, if Bungie wanted to, they could very easily write a story where it's like, oh, the Vex were collective, but then some other sort of space computer virus or whatever hijacked the entire Vex collective, and so now the Vex collective are something new, and they have like an official leader character, right? There's so many ways around the whole, the Vex they can't have a head figure, they're a collective. You know, you can literally write yourself out of any corner. That's, people have been doing it in sci-fi and fantasy for like literally ever. That's literally the sole divisive. There you go. Just do it again, but bigger, and make their eyes like purple or something. Scarrow, as an elitist, do you think a raid can be too long? What do you mean by that? Like a day one? Or like a... There are definitely raids where, you know, I run them like 50 times. As an elitist, by the way. What a crazy way to word that question. But there's definitely raids where it's like, I don't like run... Like, I think Guardian's a great example. Maybe not the longest raid, but it's annoying enough and long enough where I'm like, man, I really don't want to fucking deal with this. So I don't run Guardian a lot. But if something's fun, no. But if you're talking about a day one, is there such thing as a day one race that's too long? I mean, fucking a decade would technically be too long, I guess. But the reality is a day one's never gonna last more than like 12 hours ever again. If the final shape is 10 encounters, is it too much? If they're good encounters, no, that's fine. If they're bad encounters, yeah, that's about 10 too long. I don't care how long a raid is, I just want it to be good. I mean, my fucking favorite raid is Last Wish, right? It's by far the longest raid. Maybe not by far, King's Fall's right there. But, you know, it's definitely in the top 2 longest raids. And, I wouldn't consider Last Wish to be anywhere near too long. Because it's good, it's not bad. I think I need one more grenade kill. 2 more grenade kills, brother. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Komodo. Like, I would love, like, huge Vex contraptions, right? Like, I feel like we got kind of a glimpse with that with Argos. But once again, like, make, like, a fucking Vex dragon, dude. That shit would be sick. It would be absolutely unreal. They could do so many cool things with that. Okay. Where we go next? The EDZ. Yeah, you can knock out pretty much 27 daily bounties in a day if you just go around to your different planets. Three Rivens would be better than 10 confluxes? Yeah. I would argue 10 Riven encounters would be better than 3 confluxes. Up the raids around Crota difficulty? Yeah, I think that was fine. I would like maybe a little bit more mechanical complexity. But from a combat perspective, I agree. I think Crota was in a really good spot. Feel like there wasn't... If you really, especially for like a definitive raid, right? Like something that's the end of a franchise, or not a franchise, but like the end of a saga. I want a lot of ins and outs. I want a lot of complexity. So y'all are saying it's impossible for Worlds First to reach the duration of the Last Wish Worlds First? Yeah. I'm pretty confident on that. It's... If you think back to Last Wish, and you can go watch any of the VODs, 90% of the difficulty with Last Wish, with the exception of Vault is the only exception to this. The mechanics were not the difficult part of Last Wish. It was the combat. Most people were minus 30 to minus 40 to minus 50. You would get 1 banged, you would get 2 banged, you couldn't do enough damage, what have you. If we went into, I am so uber confident on this. If Last Wish, if we had 0 knowledge of Last Wish at all, we had no idea what Last Wish was. Last Wish launched today. We only had access to the same weapons and abilities and stuff that we had in Forsaken. So essentially we're taking ourselves right now and we go back to Last Wish. Even with just our increased game skill and more people being on PC, dozens of more teams clear on day 1, without a shadow of a doubt in my mind. If you then go back and you do the same thing, but you implement the current version of contest mode minus 20. Hundreds, thousands more people clear at day one. It was a combat thing almost entirely, making Last Wish difficult. And we're just better players now. Once again, more people are on PC, which PC players are like PC tends to be a little bit better for like day ones in terms of performance, either from like a actual like no lag standpoint or a faster turning standpoint. There's a reason most teams in the top 100 are computer players, are not consoles. You know what I mean? But yeah, Last Wish with contest, like today's version of contest, thousands of people clear. It's not even close. It's just, you know, we can never have a Last Wish again. You know, we are way too power crept. Combat isn't that difficult anymore. Contests exist, and people are too good at the game. We have power crept the game just with our knowledge of the game and our, you know, understanding and stuff like that. So, do you think Bungie will make the new raid weapons craftable and release again? Yeah, they probably will. I hope they don't. I think I've talked about this like a dozen times. I think crafted raid weapons is absolutely the worst thing they could do for the loot incentive of raids. I think it is awful, bad, big mad, big sad, big bad. But it is what it is. I'm not a fan at all, but do you think they can change the contest modifier to minus 40, minus 50? No. I mean, do I think they technically can? Sure, but they never will. I don't know what the power, because they changed the deltas. I don't know when enemies start being immune nowadays. Anymore. I think it used to be it used to be 40, 50. It might have used to be 50, but I don't know what it is anymore. Pantheon week 8 at minus 40. That'd be sick. I did hear Starset's new song. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Not really. I mean, it was like heavy, but it wasn't really like. It's not going on the Scarab playlist. You know what I mean? But it was good. I'd vibe. I'd vibe. Hell yeah, Roadhouse. Glad you found it useful. I think Prismatic's gonna be a lot of fun, but I don't think it's gonna be better than some of the classes we have now for DPS. I think initially, we've been talking a lot about this in our day one chat. I think Prismatic is going to be, if you just hop on Prismatic and you make a random build, it is almost certainly going to be worse than our fleshed out 3.0 builds right now. But, so I think like the floor of Prismatic is way lower. Like I just think there's a lot of opportunity to make a lot of builds that don't really flow into each other or don't make a lot of sense, aren't very good. That being said, I think with the combination of exotic class items, with some of the fragments they've shown, a lot of the weapons that we have, that sort of stuff, I think Prismatic has a much higher ceiling than most, if not all, of our 3.0s. I think the worst subclasses in the game, the worst builds in the game are going to be Prismatic builds, and I think the best builds in the game are going to be Prismatic builds. It just comes down to how much time people put into actually theory crafting and farming for the specific things they need and getting. It's going to be much more dependent on like a coherent build crafting ability versus like most 3.0s you just hop on and you're fine. Can we get a Scarab playlist reveal? I have a public Spotify playlist that I update constantly with new music that comes out that I like for you guys to listen to. I think a lot of people do listen to it all the time. But it is only metal from the last 10 years. Anything that I consider to be, it's just what I consider to be really good. And anytime a new song comes out that I like, I throw it on the playlist. So I mean, I literally updated it this morning with the 2 new Dance Gavin Dance songs, the new, the Plot and You song, and the new Dark Divine song. So I'm constantly updating it. Think we'll have prismatic-esque weapons that do multiple elements? I think we might. I mean, like, conditional finality. I think we'll get maybe 1 or 2 more weapons over, you know, the next little while that does stuff like that. Other than that, like, I wouldn't expect it to become a regular thing. One thing I was talking about last night with my friend, I'm really curious if they do if we will get prismatic exotics that are not the subclass, or the, not the class items. So, like, you know, think about, they could very easily make, like, an exotic that's like, oh, if you have buffs from 2 different 3.0 subclasses, you get an additional buff or something. So, like, oh, okay, if you're amplified and you have restoration at the same time, or you have devour at the same time, or whatever, then you do more damage or something like that. I feel like they could very easily make, like, other prismatic exotics that are not the class items. I just don't know if they're going to do that. I'm really curious if they lean into that at all or not. An exotic for Transcendence. Yeah, that too. That as well, yeah. Like, something that modifies, oh, your Transcendence Grenade is actually a melee or something. Or you get 2 charges of a Transcendence Grenade or something like that. Like, yeah, exactly. I feel like they could very easily do stuff like that. So I'm really curious, because we were talking about, like, how many exotics do you think we'll get? I think we'll get at least an exotic and the exotic class item, but maybe 2. Fuck. Maybe 2 and the class item as well. We'll just have to wait and see. So, do you think the artifact will have prismatic mods? That's a great question. Probably. Panthers versus Bruins was like an MMA fight, dude. I have really been enjoying that series. The Oilers series has been a lot of fun too. The series that I have not been enjoying is the Colorado Dallas series. Has been kind of resident sleeper actually, and same thing with the Rangers. The Rangers Hurricane. It's just not been like a fun thing to really watch. But yeah, the Bruins, Panthers. I think the Panthers win it. I would be surprised if the Panthers don't go all the way, to be honest. But it is a really fun series to watch. Nice shirt, thank you. How many weeks of Pantheon are left? 2. You get 3 weeks to do it, but there are 2 more difficulties. Do you think a new rarity grade would be good for Destiny? Something like Pearlescence from Borderlands 2. In Destiny 2, no. I would love for something like that to be introduced in like in a Destiny 3. Panthers, Florida good at hockey? The fuck? Dude, the Florida Panthers have been one of the best teams in the NHL for like the last 3 years. They're fucking crazy. How many times did I say there's a 0% chance to get the class item until after the raid? I just want everyone to know that Shrimp is gaslighting. He specifically, I remember him saying this. Shrimp was convinced that they were going to release the exotic class items a week early, a week before the raid, so we had time to farm them. I specifically remember Shrimp saying that. And I told him there's literally no way that'll happen. I'm fucking the funniest person I know, dude. Jesus Christ. SMG, kinetic, archers. Do you guys remember when the strat for bounties were the moon ones? What a crazy time in Destiny history.
All things are possible now.
I hope they had more of these shiny variants of weapons. It's cool. I agree. I think raid weapons definitely deserve to be shiny. I think Godslayer will be such a good title. Godslayer will be the rarest and the best title for sure. You need to listen to the new Knocked Loose album. I have been listening to it. Stuff like that, like Knocked Loose and Lorna. I like some of it. You know, I think like especially Lorna Shore. A little bit. It's not something I could listen to all the time. I also listen to my playlist in the car, and Victoria's like a very like pop metal type of. She's like a Beartooth, I Prevail, you know, Bring Me the Horizon fan. She really likes those sorts of bands, Dayseeker, but she fucking hates things like Knocked Loose and stuff. So I tend not to put that sort of stuff on the playlist unless there's just like an absolute fucking unbelievable banger. Like I think I put Suffocate on the playlist because that's like a ridiculous song. But for the rest of the album, like I've been listening to the Knocked Loose album, and I'll probably listen to it multiple times over the next like couple of months. But I'll just like pull it up myself and listen to it. Pop metal, sick as fuck. Yeah, I really enjoy a lot of it too. Like, don't get me wrong. I can go heavier, and Victoria tends to not go heavier. Like, she's not really a big like Fit for a King fan. She hates Invent Animate. She hates Invent Animate. I love Invent Animate. Although, we just saw Silent Planet, and she vibed really hard with Silent Planet, which was really cool to see, so. Yo, what's up, Lex? How you doing, buddy? Rapidly defeated, fallen material. Oh yeah, I gotta be picking up. I forgot about the helium. Like, I listen to all music, but Bring Me the Horizon, banger on bangers. Yeah, Bring Me's definitely one of my favorite bands. They are just absolutely fucking crazy good. I cannot wait for their album. Suffocate is song of the year for me. I think, okay, my songs of the year are To the Flowers by While She Sleeps. Fucking unbelievable song. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm trying to remember like all of the fucking unbelievable songs that have come out. Let me pull up Spotify real quick. Oh, Slow Sour Bleed by Era. Unbelievable. Violence Against Nature was really good by Bad Omens. And then I've really been vibing with to Death by a Thousand Cuts and The Black by Imminence. Those somewhere in there is my song of the year, I think. Yeah, the new Alpha Wolf album is really good. Do you play on windowed full? Yeah. Bruh, how am I not on 25 kills here? What the fuck? I'm gonna die. Nope. I don't think I'm gonna. Fuck! I did, in fact, die. Oh, and Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid by Bring Me is a fucking unbelievable song. Was there other song this year? This is the end of everything. What the fuck's the name of that song? No, I think that was last year. What the fuck is the name of that song? Amen. If Amen was this year by Bring Me the Horizon, that's the song of the year. Not even close. But I think that was late last year. I don't think that was this year. New Silent Planet was definitely way better than Alpha Wolf. Well, that's just because Silent Planet's on a different fucking genre. Or, like, playing field. They're, like, in a different universe. They're so good. Okay. Do not play full screen. I don't know how people play on full screen. If I had to alt tab every time I needed to, like, ban someone in chat or something, I think I'd lose my mind. The new Era album is insanely mid for me. That is crazy, dude. I'm a huge fan of the self-titled, but Cure is like just a level above. Cure is so good. I've been vibing to that and the black pretty much every day since they came out. Just beautiful. I used to fuck with Motionless and White back in the day. Dude, they're just getting better. Their last album is their best album. And it was also my album of the year for that year as well. So good.
To all guardians in this sector, fallen ether catch inbound.
Yeah, I've never noticed any input delay. A lot of people have said that about windowed full screen, but I've really never noticed. Maybe I'm just bad. Boundaries is not really, like, I don't mind them, but they're not one of my favorites. I listened to the album and it was alright, but it's not, I don't know, I just haven't been boundaries pilled yet. I kind of discover bands one at a time, and then I'll like, so I just did this with Polaris. I don't know who my new version of that is yet, but like I'll think a band is like fine for years, and then I'll hear a song from them. So for Polaris, it was fucking Inhumane, and I heard that shit and I was like, oh my god, wait, what the fuck? These guys are actually really good. And then I'll go back and I'll listen to their entire discography, and that's all I'll listen to for like a month. And then now I'm like Polaris is one of my favorite bands. after years of being like, I'm just not like, Polaris is fine. And I'm sure Boundaries, that's gonna happen to me eventually. It's just how, I don't know why, it's how my brain comprehends music. I have to like hear a song enough times against my will, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, I get it now. I don't really know why I am the way I am, but that is the way I am. That happened with Noctilus too, like when the Terror of the Fabric of Life or whatever the fuck, when that came out, I was like, oh, okay, it's fine. I don't really get it, but it's, you know, I get maybe why people like it. And then the new album started coming out, and I was like, oh wow, actually wait, like, oh, I fucking get it now. I totally get it. And now I went back to Terror and I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. And like, how did I not like this the first time? It's just kind of weird how I don't know why my brain works like that, but it does. I just need time to adjust, or I just need to catch it on a day where it hits it just right, you know? My only issue is my second monitor is to the left, so when I try to swap loadouts and solos, I slam my mouse to the left of the screen, and windowed, I throw that shit off the screen. That's so interesting. Yeah, I play with, I have one to the left and two to the right, kind of stacked on top of each other to the right, and I guess I've just kind of gotten used to it, but I can definitely see how that would be an issue. When did you start playing guitar? Probably when I was like 10, 12. I played it kind of off and on for a little bit. I didn't really start getting into it until about 6 years ago. And then I got... Now I am where I am with it. Super kills on Nessus, power, cash codes, arc kills. Have you seen The Boys? Yeah, dude. I'm so excited for next season. Yeah. My grandfather used to say, humans like what they understand. So it's like, he was like that type of guy where he, you know, he loved art and he loved like, you know, history and that sort of stuff. And he would always say like, that's where a lot of my like scientific stuff came from, was him. And he was always like, you have to try your best to really digest something first. And then once you understand it, you just want to learn more and more about it. And that's kind of been my approach to science across my life. And that's how I think that rings true for a lot of, especially like subjective things like art, style stuff, music and stuff. Like, you have to really learn how to know, or like you have to know something, and then you can start really enjoying it. It's hard to explain, but once you understand. What the fuck is that about? What the heck? Man was on a fucking bicycle, bro. That's just kind of how it works. As a rap enthusiast, I feel out of place here. Sorry, I'm not like big on rap. I'm really not big on anything. Like rap's fine, but as long as it's not country, I fucking hate country. That's really the only type of music I'm like against is country music. I think it makes the world the worst place. Let's make a Destiny core band called Hellmouth. Fuck yeah, fuck it. You're not allowed in country hate? Too bad, dog. Too fucking bad. Country's gross. Oh, man. The only country I like is the Forsaken one. I like Country Roads. That's alright. It's just, I think the thing about country music that really fucking irritates me beyond, I'm like a very not ignorance is bliss guy. Like I hate that mentality a lot. And I think the problem with country music is there's never any call to action or like it's nothing. It's just nothing. It is just pure nothing. You know what I mean? I guess there are call to action, and the only you know, ideological statements in country music is like, let's be racist. But other than that, country music is about nothing. It's just, it is nothing for no one, and it's just gross. And it's just like, I can't stand that. It just makes me feel fucking bad. Just actively. It's just, bro's an activist. Well, I like to know shit about shit. That's true.
Hello, husband.
Hello, wife.
Hello, mother chickens.
Attention all crew members. Incoming fall.
The call to action is chill out, have a beer. Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't really drink, so maybe I don't relate to that either. Calm down, fuck your sister, have a beer. Slick a tractor, brother. Oh, you know what the most based country song is? Is the Bo Burnham country song. That is not Avenged. That is Five Finger Death Punch. And yeah, Red Metal isn't really my favorite either. The Avenged song that's similar to that is called Critical Acclaim, and it's not really my favorite either. But I mean, Five Finger Death Punch is the country music of metal, though. 100%. Like, it's not, you know, that's, they are the Daughtry of metal. They are the Garth Brooks of metal, for sure. You know. Yeah, I still enjoy a lot of Avenged, for sure. Do you still prefer Icos over the Leafy SMG? I don't know what you were talking about. The Leafy SMG? Oh, the subjunctive or what? Or the Vex one? I haven't really used it, to be honest. If I'm using an SMG, mostly it's mostly it's this one. I don't really use a lot of SMGs, actually, now that I think about it. I'm much more of a hand cannon enthusiast. You don't like Daughtry? No. I don't really like radio rock or anything like that. That's not really my vibe. It's fine, I guess, but it makes me feel not great. Power multi-kill, super kill. Oh, I was supposed to get fucking... What am I doing wasting time? Look, I like metal, okay? I like when the guitar gets double drop Q and my insides fucking turn to liquid. That's my favorite. And I'm like, if it makes you, if you're listening to music and then it makes you do this face, that's a fucking good time, you know? When you feel it in your fucking soul, when you hit puberty for a third time in a single song, That's like, that's when you know. It's like, oh. Yeah, I don't mind Breaking Benjamin. They're fine. They got the Linkin Park half heavy thing going on, you know. I don't mind that. I'll vibe to that. Or if it's heavy, you start laughing. That's exactly right, dog. Like if I giggle during a song, that's when I'm like, oh yeah, that's goated. For very heavy, when you make that face, you know it's hitting different. I fucking love it, dude. If you're in a niche modern country bands, you would look at metal and not like it because you would know it's all boomer bands and base your ideas off of those. I don't listen to any old metal. I mean, I'm so confused. All of the metal bands I listen to are like, it's modern metal. I very specifically am not really a big fan of old metal. My reaction to Thoughts and Prayers, dog. When he hits you with the blah, your eye starts twitching. It's like, oh my fucking god. You're basing country off of boomer bands? No, I'm not though. Brantley Gilbert, brother. You're fucking Garth Brooks, brother. These guys all still exist. You're fucking what's that one guy's name? He did a fucking Beartooth song. God, I hate that song. Halsey? Is that his name? I'm in your Nessa server. You rock. Yo, what's up? How you doing? Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Super kills, cash. Oh, I gotta get fucking cashes, bro. Hardy, yeah, that fucker. I hate that song so much. Okay, fucking around and be the better me, brother. Hell yeah. Bruh. I don't know who Halsey is. I thought Hardy was Halsey. I don't know who that is. I know that's a name, but I couldn't tell you anything about her. I thought I was talking about Hardy. What's the difference between rock and metal? I'm in genuine need of an explanation. No, it's really just most metals in like E standard tuning. It's not very heavy. It's very approachable. Lots of power chords, you know, that sort of stuff. Metal typically has more of like a politically charged edge to it. Lower tunings, 2 bass drums instead of 1. The new Beartooth album, yeah, metal's crusty. That's right. Halsey's like pop, you hate her. I don't really mind pop. Pop's fine. It's not like I'll never go out of my way to listen to pop, but yeah, but I like the new Beartooth album a lot. I think The Surface is probably the best song they've ever done. I fuck with that song so hard, and Sunshine is really good as well. And the riff in What's Killing You is ridiculous. Drop D versus E, dog. I play a 7-string drop A. Sometimes drop B, or yeah, like sometimes B standard, but usually drop A. Have you heard Radio Song by that one band? I don't know what that means. I do really like Below as well. Below is very good. I think that I think Below has, my only issue with the album is it's kind of like a lot of Beartooth albums do this. I'd say for me, really, I don't know. It's got a lot of like just regular run-of-the-mill Beartooth songs on it, and I know that's like really weird to say, but like I feel like Hell of It and Won't Give It Up, like those types of songs, they're just kind of like nothing. They're fine, like they're not bad, I'll vibe to them, but they're like I don't really feel about them. And I feel like Below has a lot fewer of those songs. It has songs I just don't like, but it has a lot of songs well, really the only song I don't like is Better Me. But like I think Riptide fucking rips. I think yeah, like Surface, Sunshine, I think those fucking rip. There are definitely a couple of those songs though, like New Reality, like that's a very nothing song, I guess. So. Radio song was also Hardy featuring Jeremy from ADTR. Wait, what? I really need to fucking get these caches. I just keep forgetting. Wait, you got to sing it? What? I can't wait for more A Day to remember. We are way overdue. Oh, dude, Miracle was a banger song. You like power metal, like Iron Maiden and shit? I mean, Scarrow barely knows Halsey, and like 2 of her songs are at 2.5 billion. No, I don't. I straight I do not know Halsey. I could not name a single song or anything. I was talking about Hardy. Yeah, I mean, it's not metal. Metal's never claimed to be a popular genre. I mean, other than Linkin Park, right? Like Linkin Park was fucking unbelievably big. Yeah, fucking do it, Connor. That would be sick. Does New Beartooth album have Slaughter 2, or am I going insane? Slaughterhouse 2 is Knocked Loose. That just came out yesterday. You gotta get scared to listen to country. Dog, I have lived in the South my entire life. Your ass is not showing me anything I haven't been forced to listen to in a fucking gas station, my friend. Wait, what? The fuck is this? Oh, Lost Sectors. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm not like the biggest Falling Rivers guy. It's like I really don't like Ronnie. I mean, it's fine. He's just an asshole, right? And I hate when people don't take things very seriously. I think I don't necessarily think he's as hateful as people read into it, but I don't think he does himself any favors. And it's just one of those things. I tend to just kind of stay away from that sort of stuff if I can. And it's just, I don't know, it's just not really my thing. Which sucks, because when he does release music that's like, you know, that I would traditionally like, it's like, oh man, that's super conflicted. But I'm definitely, I'm not really the type of person that can very easily separate art from an artist. It's just not really, that's not really, I can't really do that. So. Are you a fan of disco? I like Panic at the Disco. Speaking of separating art from the artists. No, I will not, like, if let's say like I was in the lab and someone threw on disco music, I wouldn't be like, turn this off, but I would definitely give them like the, you know, what the fuck are you doing? That'd probably be exactly my reaction to that. But I don't like actively hate any genre of music other than like, well, at first if your ass throws on like fucking Christian music, the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? But like country too. Although I think they're pretty close to each other in the most part. But that I'd be like, what are you doing? Or not necessarily just any religious music, I think. But country music, I'd be like, yeah, fucking turn this off. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You might have the weirdest fucking taste in music ever, Junior. That's fucking crazy, dog. We're overdue for a new Breaking Benjamin album. I feel like it's been like 10 years. Ember was sick, man. You listen to everything? That's crazy. Mongolian throat singing? There is a Mongolian throat singing metal band called Woo or Who or something, and they're pretty fucking sick. Has it only been 6 years? But yeah, the Who, they fucking slap, dog. No, I don't have the best relationship with evangelicism, let's say that. And I think music is a very powerful tool in that toolbox. Once again, scientists growing up in the South, there's a lot of trauma there. So, is what it is. Oh, I fucking love Polyphia, dog. Polyphia's sick. Yeah, Tim Henson's like my fucking hero. Also makes me feel really bad about my life, but... How south are we talking? I didn't have internet growing up, brother, because we lived in the boonies. That's how south we're talking. Yeehaw, brother. That's crazy, Connor. That's crazy that you would say that to me right now. Polyphia is really awesome. When I was in grad school and I had to teach labs, I got to play music. And Polyphia is a very, very, very approachable band. Also, the amount of girls that knew who Polyphia was unreal, actually. Where I'd play it, and then you would see like someone would like very obviously like perk up, and she'd be like, "Is this Polyphia?" And that happened like probably 4 out of 6 semesters I taught. Oh, I taught 8 semesters actually. Oh man, it probably even happened more than that. It's just unreal. Like I don't think I ever had a guy be like guys knew who like Breaking Benjamin was, or like fucking Linkin Park or whatever. Because I'd play like radio metal, like 3 Doors, or not 3 Doors Down, 3 Days Grace and stuff. Very approachable. No one's gonna complain about me playing it type stuff, like radio metal. About even some events I've held and stuff. Girls always knew who Polyphia was. Gotta get you to South Florida, dog. All I know about Florida is every time I've been to Florida, I walk off of a plane or get out of the car and I immediately feel like I'm in water. And honestly, whoever colonized Florida, like, they were fucking sociopaths. 8 semesters? Were you on the semester system? Yeah, all U.S. schools, as far as I'm aware, are on the semester system. Are there trimester schools in the U.S.? I don't think so. It's usually fall, spring, and then the shortened semester in the summer. See, the one thing I took away from Hawaii was like, Hawaii is if Florida was based. We went to Hawaii and I was like, oh yeah, it's a little humid in some parts of the island, depending on what side of the mountains you're on or whatever. But it's like, it just, the vibes were better. I didn't feel like anyone was gonna stab me. You know, I didn't have anyone like aggressively peddling shit at me or anything. Everyone just kind of left each other alone. It was really nice.
Guardian, welcome.
It was all really nice. Dog, I've been to Florida a lot of times, and I always feel like I'm gonna die. Dude, I've been all over Florida. I've been to probably every major city in Florida at least once. Bose, Glaive, Rockets, Solar. Fucking Glaive? Bose? My ass doesn't use Bose. What the fuck? I'm just not like comprehending what's happening. I should have picked all these up before I... Last time I went to Florida was my dad's funeral. Mine was GCX, and then my step great grandmother's funeral in Pensacola. Dog, that shit was awkward. I barely knew her, and it was like it was like real grifty funeral home type of shit, and it just didn't feel great. It felt really bad, actually. Not a big fan of funerals. They don't play good enough music. Cosmo is going to Marathon. But Cosmo's not our only community manager, by the way. There's 3 that, Bruno, Andy, Cosmo. I feel like I'm even missing one. Well, still, someone else will take the role. I wouldn't worry about it. I think, I'm trying to think of like where in Florida I've been where I didn't feel like awful. Maybe like St. Augustine. That was kind of cool, I guess. Most of the time I go to Florida, it's like either Disney or like to go on a cruise or something. Traditionally in my life, been to Tampa a couple times. I don't. It's just nothing. Nothing feels good about Florida, man. I don't know. I'm glad people like it. Like, I don't feel... There shouldn't be a place on Earth that no one likes being. But I also feel like anyone who likes Florida, like, in my opinion, has a lot of Stockholm Syndrome. Scaro's funeral's gonna be a rock concert? Bro, that'd be lit as fuck. I don't really even care. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, I want to be buried this way, or I want to... Like, I'm fucking dead. I really don't give a fuck, dog. I'll be in that eternal fucking bliss, my dudes, my... Oh, just like, it sounds so peaceful, you know? Just a fucking... A big nap. I might have to agree, Florida's all I know. Like, how are you gonna sit here and defend something tooth and nail if it's all you know? That's just crazy. That's like the most Florida thing I've ever heard. Like, oh, I'm not super educated on a topic. Let me argue it anyways. If all you know is good enough, why not defend it? I guess defending it is fine, but I actively like... okay, defending it was the wrong term. But actively saying it's better than other things that you don't know is a little silly Billy. You know what I mean? But I guess defending something's fine. If you're like, no, it's actually all right. It's like, okay, I guess there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being proud of where you live. But I guess it's being so actively against other places, which I'm not necessarily saying that's what Junior's doing, but I definitely see that a lot. You can just put it in the media channel. How did you get called up on stage? How did that work? Shake my head, only a doctor would be critical about argumentation. My bad, dog. My bad, blood. It's also like, I guess that sort of thing too. I'm not like super, I'm not really attached to anywhere, right? So it's like, I'm pretty well traveled, especially within the United States. I'm working on getting well traveled outside of the United States, but most of like the big cities I've been to have been like pretty much the same, and most of like the rural areas I've been to have been like pretty much the same, and they all have like their thing that makes them the best or whatever. But like, if you're like, all right, Scarrow, pick your favorite city between like fucking New York City, Chicago, Boston, Philadelphia, Nashville, Miami. They're all the fucking same. I don't fucking know. Like, you know, it's like I've been to all of those multiple times, and I've never really felt that different about any of them. It's like, okay, they're fine, I guess. They're all cities. DC, at least DC has like the fucking historical value, you know? Like, I guess that's a little different. Any city with a usable transit system is #1 in my list. Like fucking in Hawaii, in Honolulu, they had like an awesome city bus system. That was awesome. DC's got the subways. New York subways are too crowded for me. So, I mean, it's cool that those are available. Just whatever American city gets high-speed rail first. Oh, Atlanta. I forgot Atlanta on that list, too. Whatever U.S. city gets high-speed rail first, you're my fucking favorite city. So, it's a race. And the underground fucking death trap tunnels do not count. Elon's tunnels do not count as high-speed rail. I want a magnet train loop system, dog. I've never been to Las Vegas. I feel like, you know, that at least has potential to be a little different. LA was pretty nice. It was pretty walkable. Go to Eastern Europe. Yeah, I really want to go to like the Netherlands and like all of those types of cities that are more the city of the Netherlands. But you know, like those types of countries that have walkable cities. Like I really want to experience that because other than when we were in Malta, and some of that was walkable. I've never really experienced a lot of that stuff, and I really want to. So. Oh, hell yeah, Connor. I'll watch it later. That's sick, bro. I know Florida made one from Orlando to South Florida. Isn't technically high speed. It's like 20 miles per hour slower. Wait, really? How long does it take? I didn't know that. That's sick. Downtown Phoenix has a decent metro. I haven't been to a lot of West Coast cities like that. I've been to Seattle a couple times. I've been to LA. Those might be the only West Coast cities I've been to. And I really haven't even been to a lot of Midwest cities either. Mostly just like East Coast, Southeast, Northeast type stuff. It's where I've spent most of my life. Toronto is pretty much the same too. A lot more fucking traffic in Toronto. They had a transit system though. I think we took a subway or something. Denmark's really walkable. Yeah, we really want to do all the Scandinavian stuff really badly. Eventually we'll get there. It's just like there's so many amazing things we want to see, you know, and that's what I'm about. When I travel, it's more about like natural beauty or like seeing environments or, you know, the national parks or like wildlife or flora or stuff that you can't see other places. That's like my big thing. Like I really want to see like, you know, all the Scandinavian hot springs and of course the Northern Lights and like all of that type of shit. And so it's like that's what I'm really big into, that sort of stuff. And like the historical stuff. I like historical things too. The problem with America it's like a lot of our stuff isn't really that cool. I mean, we have like, you know, like the Smoky Mountains are sick, the Rockies are cool. Niagara Falls, pretty sick. Hot Springs, pretty sick. I've been to a lot of these places. But it's just like, there's so many. We have a lot of diversity when it comes to that, but we don't have an insane amount of stuff that the rest of the world has that I really want to see. So,
Looks like the fallen.
You know what we have in Nebraska? Corn racist.
Keep a sharp lookout.
It's fucked up. Oh yeah, okay, that's pretty much every daily bounty done. I just need three more gunsmith ones. How long did that take me? Like an hour? Hour and a half. That wasn't bad at all. Okay, Titan weeklies. What do I have to do here? Oh, I still need a lot of weeklies on my Titan. Fuck. So we got to see a little bit. We were in a low visibility zone of the Northern Lights, and it was just so cloudy last night. So it's like I got to see some, you know, red and green, but I'm seeing all these pictures of people in like fucking Colorado and Washington and New York, and they get to see like the thing. I'm so unbelievably jealous, actually. Maybe next time, you know, in fucking 20 years or whatever. Rest in peace. But I hope one day to go see like the real things, but yeah, it was real. Yeah. I live in a bowl in the Rocky Mountains, and every drive it's insane to see. I really want to see, I want to go visit a lot of Colorado. I want to see Golden, obviously Denver and stuff. There's a big chemical industry in Colorado, so maybe one day. No, it was real. It was real, Junior. Largest solar storm in since 2005.
Welcome back.
I don't know if we'll see him in a TWAB. It's always a possibility, but I would be surprised if we don't get an armor in a weapon Vidoc. They tend to do those before every major expansion, so. I got some pictures here in Arizona. We got. Wait, is this still happening tonight, Glitch? I thought it was just last night. Alzaga, long story short, no. If you want like more in-depth explanation, I made a video yesterday on it, but no, do not save Vanguard Crucible Gambit dailies. I updated the spreadsheet in the new video as well, so. Yeah, are the lights supposed to still happen tonight? Because it's a lot clearer today. That would be sick if they're still happening today. Yes, let's fucking go. Any predictions on what the Riven changes will be? You can't cheese it, I bet. I don't know if they add health gates or they just make her foot immune. What else? Do you think I feel like the Tormentor thing's overdone, but I think it's really funny, so I hope they still do it. Imagine like a Tormentor really right before, it's like every time you go up top and then right before a final stand. Something like that. More enemies, of course. More shields on enemies, of course. It'd be pretty funny if there were Tormentors in the Ascendant realm when you have to run up. There's just a Tormentor blocking your path. That would be such a fucking troll. You'll hold the Eye of Riven? Okay. A Tormentor while fighting Rolk would be fucking sick. Wait, what? Aren't one of these guys supposed to sell you tinctures? Do I have to be Transcendent for them to sell me a tincture? Oh, I probably have to have Queen's Foil. Is that still a thing? Or not Queen's Foil, Barian Bow? Is that how this works? Oh, Tincture's a fucking Petra. That's right. Thank you. Fuck. I forgot. Oh, I'm pretty good at that, Shrimp. I love Riven legit. I've done so many times. I love Riven legit. It is my spirit animal. Oh, Glitch, that's gonna be fucking sick.
Still fighting the
Tormentor replaces her heart. Oh, that'd be fucking cool, honestly.
Reef made. It'll serve you well.
Let's go. I'm so excited for Riven. I think next week's gonna be kind of fun. Rolk. But that final week of Pantheon's gonna be fucking unreal, dude. I'm so excited for all of that. I cannot wait to be a Godslayer. That title, I'm telling you guys right fucking now, Godslayer will never be coming off my character, okay? You're painting a guitar right now that looks like the Riven Steadman's tail ornament? What? Yeah, I'm pretty excited for Rolk. I think it'll be, or for Riven and Nezzy. That man, I cannot wait. That final week's gonna be unreal. I'm so excited. I hope it's just fucking pain, you know? I'm excited. Oh. I can't stop thinking about it. These next, can you believe it's 3 weeks until the final shape, by the way? What the heck? These are gonna be some of the longest and shortest 3 weeks of my entire life. Franz is on track to be a Godslayer. Whoa. We gotta gatekeep him. He cannot, we got every person that we do not help become a Godslayer. So every person that we stop from being a Godslayer means that we're even cooler for having it. Where the fuck am I going? So your brother's got to take one for the team. So so there's more of or fewer of us. Oh, I just remembered we're doing Pantheon here in a couple minutes. I totally forgot about that, Shrimp. No, I guess I'm 45. Are you're joining? Yeah, that's kind of where I am, Vigilant. I'm excited for everyone to be happy and excited, and content's been popping off. The game's been popping off. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. I've gained more subs in the past like fucking month than I did all last year. Like, it's been good. Videos are popping off. Everyone is just in a great mood. And that makes me in a great mood, and the content's good, and Bungie's like fucking killing it. I'm so excited to see where this goes. All right, let's spawn carries. All right, now we're gonna go to the moon. Oh, let me do Europa, or yeah, Europa. So let me get the weekly ones out of the way. I really hope the final shape does not flop. With how good everything has been so far, I don't think it will flop. I think it would be pretty hard for it to flop at this point. I think like worst case scenario is like a Beyond Light type situation, but it's just everything. They're doing all the right stuff. They're saying all the right things. A miscontrolled experiment on 2 characters. You should have. You'll have time to do it. Controlled experiment should be next week, anyways, because I think last week was courageous or divine intervention. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's next week, dog. You'll be fine. Think the final shape's gonna be taking King tier? See, I hear that and I'm like, oh, that's lame. Forsaken tier. Forsaken tier, dog. Taking King was mid. We'll be fine. We're talking real good shit here, okay? Not any of this copium tier shit. It's gonna be great. Any tip to get better at PvE? Good enough to solo content, do low man raids. So that's how good you want to be. I think, like, in my opinion, the best way to start working on soloing raids is, well, there's 2 ways. Just go fucking do it. There's so many, like, genuinely pretty easy solos right now. First 2 encounters of Root of Nightmares, free. Solo Gatekeeper, or, solo Templar, and Confluxes and Oracles, free. Solo Atrax is pretty easy. There's a difference between soloing like encounters, like puzzle encounters and bosses, like knowing damage rotations and stuff. That's its own thing. But really, if you want to get comfortable with the process of learning how to do low mans, I think starting with 3 mans are the best way to do it. Get some of your friends or LFG, or there's a low man server, and go do 3-man Vault of Glass or Deep Stone Crypt or you know, Last Wish or even Pantheon. Don't even go for the flawlesses, you know what I mean? Just learn them. That'll teach you how to learn strats and do damage rotations and that sort of thing. Very powerful. And then you just kind of keep pushing yourself and keep pushing yourself. It takes a lot of time, you know what I mean? Like, took me 100 hours to solo Atheon. Took me probably 30, 40 hours to solo Nezi for the first time. You know, and it's... You got to put the time in. But once you... A big part of learning how to solo or low man, there are not really typically any, like, guides for that. Sometimes there's write-ups and stuff, but a lot of the time you just have to like watch a video and try to understand why people are doing the things that they are doing, or ask. And like learning that skill is hard within itself, but once you learn that, it all becomes a little easier. Practice and patience. Yeah, exactly that. Wahoo! Thanks for the help, bro. Probably unpopular. I love the Garden Trio. It's probably the only time I've ever enjoyed Garden. The tether mechanic on Trio is actually pretty fun. I hope one day for the Garden Duo. Atheon was pretty much your first solo encounter? That's fucking rough. I think Argos was mine, and then Templar, and then Atheon. Oh, I forgot about dungeons, actually. Yeah, if you want to get good at solo raids and stuff, solo dungeons are definitely the place to start. I should have said that. I didn't even think about dungeons, but like, you know, pick one of the easy ones. Shattered Throne, Grasp, Pit. Yeah, probably one of those 3. Or it's one of those 3 is probably your best bet. Solo dungeons are not conducive to any hard solos. I disagree. I think there are... The big difference is with solo raids, you have an X number of damage phases. So your damage has to be fucking on point. So dungeons are not really a great place to learn that because you get unlimited damage phases. What dungeons are really good at teaching you is like survival, or like how to think about a lot of things all at once. And patience. Like, patience is a really big part of solos. And I think most importantly, solo dungeons, while not the same as solo raids, they will help you confront that sort of nervousness you get when you're about to do something. And that is incredibly applicable to raids. You know, the choke factor. So I disagree. I think they're good practice, and they're good. There's a lot of translatable skills, especially for someone who necessarily hasn't interacted with a lot of low man content. Yeah, Shrimp, go ahead. Yeah, if you want to learn solos, there's a great Discord server for it. People are typically really nice there. Is it too late to start forming a team for a good contest 48 hours clear? I'm sure you'll be able to find people. It's hard. Maybe like a super high like quality. I don't want to say quality, that's the wrong thing, but you might have to make some compromises in terms of, I think the hardest part about day one teams is finding a group of gamers that have the same mentality as you. You know, I think, you know, the team dynamic is way more important than any like individual person's skill. But if you have 5 people that really, really, really are dedicated and they're willing to spend 24 hours in their chair, and you have one guy that's like after 6 hours they give up, that is going to be the biggest detriment to any day one team. 100%. You have to find 5 people that are just at the same amount of commitment as you. If you only want to go for 6 hours, find 5 people that only want to go for 6 hours. If you definitely want that 48-hour clear no matter what, you know, you got to find people that have that same mentality. That's the hardest part. So, I mean, you got 3 weeks. There's definitely LFGs and servers and stuff that, you know, where you can find these teams and stuff, but yeah, and I think you got time. I think you'd be aight. But yeah, the best way to get better at low-man content is just go start interacting with low-man content. Or half the team is dedicated to doing the raid, the other half just want to have fun. You're not going to get anywhere. Yeah, exactly. And that was like kind of the big thing for me, why I didn't really have any competitive placements or anything before. Really, vaults. It was vault right after Deepstone. That feels wrong, but I think it was. Because Deepstone was like my first time I had like a team that really wanted to go for it, and then after that we started to really, really, really go for it, and you can see where that's gotten us. We've had some pretty baller placements, and you know, it's all about finding people who think and are as the same amount of dedication as you. It's weird saying are as dedicated as you, because I don't want to make the assumption that you're like going for worlds first or whatever, right? Because that's not really what's important. What's important is finding people who have the same level of dedication as you, whether that's a lot or not. Oh yeah, Low Man Rooted Nightmares. I didn't even say that, but is probably like the best intro. You saw the first 2 encounters or whatever, but the Low Mans for those are really good to learn like damage rotations and survivability and stuff. Root is just a great Low Man raid. That's why I get really sad whenever people hate on Root, because it's like there's a lot of things that are genuinely really fun about Rooted Nightmares. But they're all pretty much low mans. But most people will never experience like low mans, so. Solo Explicator might be my favorite solo encounter. It's I've probably done it 10, 12 times, and it's the only one I don't really get sick of. It is just, it's got such a good cadence to it. Yeah, Solo Explicator is very, very good. Though, fucking, I'm not very, very good, holy. If you go into any activity without the intention of having fun, I believe you're actively harming your experience. I disagree. I mean, some people, I get, like, how do you interpret fun, right? Like, for me and for my friends, fun is winning. You know, we are having fun if we're getting a good placement. So any frustration or anything in service of that, I definitely do not consider a worse time. Fun is winning. Yeah, exactly, Shrimp. And that's why you're on my day one team, right? Like, the same thing with solos, right? Like, you know, when I spent 100 hours soloing Atheon, was I enjoying every second of it? No, fucking no way in hell was I enjoying every second of it. But that payoff, when I finally beat it, that is maybe not, that felt good. That felt very good. And it was definitely worth it. So, I kind of disagree. People get their dopamine in different ways. People enjoy different parts of, you know, some people like myself are checklist gamers, and I enjoy when I finally get a roll, even though I might not necessarily enjoy farming something for 20 hours. When I finally get it, that enjoyment is enough to justify it. So I kind of disagree. I think the most important part is not necessarily like, oh, we're going to have the most amount of fun ever. Because for a lot of people, that's just fucking around, right? And I think in like day one environments, that's bad. That's like actively bad. If you're going for a placement, or you want to make sure that you're getting a contest clear, that is. But what's more important is everyone being on the same page. If you have 3 people or 4 people or 2 people or 1 person that wants to just fuck around and goof off and have fun or whatever, that's gonna actively hurt everyone's experience. You just got to make sure you're playing with people that think the same way as you, or that approach the game in a similar way as you. So I guess my point being, having fun is not a, that's presented as a very black and white thing, but it is very much not a very black and white thing. Wait, did I get it? Oh, I did. Fuck yeah. I didn't even see the bounty pop up. Alright, moon time. Moon time, moon time. Oh, I've done these. Yes. I didn't have them marked on my spreadsheet. Oh my. Let's go. Nightmare Hunter. That's the only one I have left. Oh, free. Dailies total, you need, if you do all weekly shrimp, 34 total. But you'll probably miss a couple. I'm gonna miss a couple weekly clan ones. You probably will too, so somewhere in there. But it's around 34, 36, depending. I had this kind of experience in Final Fantasy. Sorry, one second. Let me look at Fanatic. Omnical's a good one. I'm kind of experienced in Final Fantasy. Recently, I watched a video just to grab the sheet. The sheet's in our day one chat too. Different people in my group had different expectations. Some were there to have fun. Others just want to clear. As one in the latter group, it fucking sucks until you're on the same page. Yeah, and it's hard. Like, the reason a lot of people have shuffled out of our raid group. I mean, if you look at our day ones, the people have like left and we've got new people and stuff. It's just because either we, you know, something. Well, like Jordan got deployed, so that fucking sucks. That's just bad timing. But you know, some people like maybe didn't take it as seriously, or decided they no longer wanted to take it as seriously, or that sort of thing. And I think it's just for the betterment of everyone to come to the same understanding there. How do you filter out people without the same mentality? That's where it's hard. That's really hard, because until you're in a high pressure like day one like situation, or Pantheon's probably a great surrogate for this as well. It's very hard to come to that conclusion, whether or not something is going to gonna clash with you or not. And so sometimes it does take running a day one raid. Yeah, you can ask them, but some people don't know, Shrimp. Like, maybe someone thinks they're really gonna go hard for it, and then 4 hours in, they just don't feel like it anymore. It's hard, man. People are unpredictable. And maybe someone's just having a bad day, right? Like, it's like, there's no perfect answer for this, but you just gotta do your best, you know? It's kind of like building a sports team. As silly as that is, it kind of is like that. Like, sometimes you gotta make a trade, and sometimes you gotta, you know, pay someone a little bit more money, or no, I'm just kidding. Get a new coach, get a new scout. Like, It's hard. There's no great answer to it. If there was a great answer to it, I'd have 20 worlds first right now. You know what I mean? But I think, like, look, if you have a day one team, you should run Pantheon together. The -20 should run it together, and that's going to show you how you perform a little bit more under like combat pressures and stuff. It's not obviously the same thing. It's not going to take anywhere near as long, but that's a good way to test. You just want to make sure you guys have synergy too, because you guys could all be the best players in the world. I feel like this happened. This happened with Crota for us. Like, I think we had 6 unbelievably, ridiculously talented players for Crota. But at the end of the day, some of us just didn't vibe with each other's play styles or how we reacted to situations or whatever. And that's just kind of how it works, man. Like, you can pick the 6 best hockey players or 5 best hockey players in the world, put them on the line, and maybe they just don't play well together, you know? It's just... there's so much of a team dynamic to it, and it's just asking someone about their personality, like just interviewing someone or whatever, running a strike with someone is not always enough to determine whether or not this person is going to work with your group, right? So it's hard. I think it's better for first-time day one raiders to be on a team with other first-timers. 100 billion quadrillion %. Yo, Kaden, what's up, man? How you doing? Both Moon, Shame, and Chillax moved on from our team, and that was a mutual decision. And still talk to them, especially Moon Shame. I talk with him all the time. They're both awesome, but I think when it came down to it, we didn't really play with them a lot, and we have 2 new people on our team, Wabi and Babs, that we've been playing with for years, and we know very well. And I think Moon, I don't know about Chillax, but Moon is playing with people that he's been playing with a ton, and you know, it's just kind of how it goes. Was it because of completion goals? No, we all had the same completion goals. We all wanted the same thing, and I think at the end we weren't. I think what ended up happening was we were very proud of our team, and we're all very happy that we did it together. And I would do it again if I could go back. But I think we all felt that our placement could have been better. I think we got like 64th or something. We all felt our placement could have been better, maybe should have been better, and we felt that maybe team dynamic was a little bit of that, the reason why it wasn't. Which is not like, I'm not calling anyone out, because like I said, Chillax and Moonshame, they're both like fucking unbelievable gamers, 100%. You just gotta find people that... I have my weaknesses, Shrimp has his weaknesses, Chemo has his weaknesses, Hoon has his weaknesses, you know? And you gotta find people that balance out those weaknesses. And that's what building a raid team is all about. Knowing what I'm not good at and knowing what other people are good at and what people aren't good at. My strength is solving puzzles, 100%. It's like I can throw out a DPS damage phase and stuff, but there are definitely things I struggle with a little bit. You know, I try to get better, but I try to also find people that are... I am not super great in a... Hey, just put me in a role that I just sit there and I just get my job done type of thing, like an ad clear type role or like a smaller mechanic type role. That's not really me. I don't really enjoy doing that a lot, but there are people that like really only like to do that sort of stuff. And I think that's what a lot of it came down to. I think Moonshame and Chillax were both very like, they both really wanted to be involved, which is good. I mean, they're good at what they do. Like, do not get me wrong. But I think we just had too many of those people that really wanted to be involved. And so now we've switched to more ad clear, like super reliable single person type roles. And it's hard. It's kind of hard to explain, but Hoon has no weaknesses. Hoon's weakness is communication. In terms of gameplay, Hoon is very cracked at pretty much everything. It's just the accent, really, but... Probably no risk to keeping Hawthorne bounties. I would say there's a little bit of a risk, but all of the other vendors, when they've had reworks, as far as I'm aware, their bounties were fine. So I expect it to be fine again. My superpower is making mechanics make sense to people. Yeah. I think Hoon and Shrimp are both really good at... I'm good at getting, like... It's happened in a couple of our day ones, or even, like, when we're solving red border puzzles or whatever. This happened, actually, with both the Crota red border puzzle and the Catalyst puzzle for Buried Bloodline. My team was the first to solve both of them. I got, like, 90% of the way there. But there was just one thing I either, like, understood incorrectly or whatever, and both times Hoon was the person that was like, Sierra, you're being fucking stupid. Like, it's obviously this. You know, he took it and he completed my train of thought. Shrimp did that with a lot of Crota mechanics too, or like how we should handle Crota mechanics. It's like I'm really good at getting us like almost there, and then maybe I get a little lost in the sauce. And it's always really good to have a check and balance to kind of round that out. So Hawthorne is getting a reward track similar to like Shax and Zavala and the Drifter. So, and one thing I'm really bad at too. I think I've gotten better at this over the years, but it's definitely something that I've had to work on. Is I get kind of frustrated. Like, so for instance, Chemo. He's typically in one of those roles that's just like slay out, do your thing, but he really likes to understand the mechanics, and I get kind of frustrated where I'm like, all right, not now. Yeah, you don't need to know these now. Or I'm like, how are you not understanding this? We've been doing it for 2 hours or whatever. And I get very tunnel visioned on just like, let's just fucking go. You know what I mean? And so it is good to have like a Hoon or something that can kind of take that over from me. Or it's like I'll explain something that I think is really clear, and then like maybe that just confuses people a little bit more, and then I get like even more frustrated. That's definitely like a super Scarrow weakness of mine. I hate feeling like we're wasting time, even though in hindsight it's like, no, it's actually probably good for everyone to understand these mechanics just in case someone dies and they can fill in. In the heat of the moment, I'm always like just let me fucking handle this, just do your thing, you know what I mean? And that's definitely like my toxic day one trait, I think. And I've tried to get a lot better. I think I've done a lot better in the last couple of raids. But it's also good to have people that can fill that role. Like Shrimp said, he's really good at doing that sort of thing. So. I watch your day ones, and all the time your patience scares your weakness. Yeah, I know. I definitely know that. I just like fucking... Because generally, especially if it's a role that I'm doing... Generally, I have enough confidence in myself where I'm like, no one's really gonna have to do this from me. I'm very typically not a person who messes up a lot in day ones, and I get very, and I'm not. That's not me trying to call anyone out, and it definitely does happen from time to time. But especially with like mechanics. I pride myself on being a very reliable person when it comes to just making sure my part of everything is just getting done. And so like sometimes when people are, you know, trying to second check me or whatever, I get a little frustrated with it. But once again, something I've been working on, and I just don't like feeling like we're wasting time. Even if in hindsight it's like, okay, this is actually a good thing that we should have been doing. So, are you running a campaign with Coops? No, I believe I'm doing the campaign with Hoon and Wabi this time around. You think so? You think so, Shrimp? You would have gone in Penumbra? That's one thing I can confidently say. I don't know if I ever would have gone that. That's ridiculous. maybe now with the tools at our disposal, but under combat leveled and stressed out from learning 4 fucking encounters before that. Yeah, I definitely would have been on the Penumbra and Tumbra Wikipedia pages for sure. I hope there's something like that in the final shape, man. I just want to. I feel like it's been a very long time since I've been like actually where it's been. All the mechanics in the past like 10 raids have been like just like, yeah, like, oh, of course that's it. Even like I think one thing too, like the CAP mechanics. That's a little bit kind of confusing in Scourge of the Past, and you have to, you know, it's a little bit less traditional of a Destiny mechanic. Like, I feel like we haven't had anything like that. I just haven't been surprised by a Destiny mechanic in a while. Where it's like, oh yeah, these are all pretty standard. Throw the ball, stand on the plate, hit the guy, do the thing. And I would like to be caught off guard by a Destiny mechanic again. So I hope with the next DLC that happens. How did that not complete the bounty? What? Stand on guys, shoot ball, throw plate. Can you fucking imagine? That's actually good. Oh, I shortstopped. I'm gonna kill one more nightmare and then leave. That's my toxic trait, actually. Star Horse, I think, is the only thing I have to do left on. Oh, I have to do all my dailies. SMG sidearm fusion shotgun. SMG sidearm fusion shotgun. I can do shotgun. SMG. These send challenges spawn carries this week. Ah, this will be fine. I'll be aight. Hopefully. Just train it up. Do I have any character classes on this? That's a beautiful Titan. I don't care what anyone fucking says. You're a liar if you disagree. Rating in 10? Yeah, I could probably get through this, right? Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be aight. Do you think they'll keep Onslaught or add it? I mean, they're definitely keeping it. I don't know if they'll add on to it. I hope they do. The person who described the people who described the person who made the icon, I forget who it was, but they were talking about it on Twitter, and they designed it to look like a ritual activity thing very intentionally. So I don't know, we'll fucking find out, I guess. Not Alfred, bro. Bro, Alfred's kind of a gamer. Holy, what's his triumph score? 23,000. Not bad, Alfred. No, I'm gonna do a 300,000 dares real quick, and then we're gonna do Pantheon. Okay, okay, okay. Bungie always puts things in the game to see how players respond to it. Do you think there's a chance that the final shape raid will have an overall timer for which to complete it? And if the time expires, you restart? Literally 0% chance that'll happen. No shot. That would be fucked for day. Like, imagine people would freak out if that happened with contest mode. People would like literally freak out. Do you think they bring back Pantheon Day? I fucking hope they do, man. Pantheon might be my favorite thing Bungie has ever done. Period. I mean, it is literally perfect. The only problem with Pantheon is the fact that it's going away. And the fact that Bungie was like, oh yeah, people probably won't want this to be a thing forever. Like, what? But when Pantheon does come back, hopefully, give it a new title. Because I want Godslayer to be stupidly rare. Because Godslayer is sick as fuck. Sometimes my PC goes 3 FPS for 20 seconds after I alt-tab. How do I fix this? Stop alt-tabbing. Yeah, if you guys want to do dares. I think we still need to. What do you have to alt-tab? What about an additional mode Pantheon where 12-man contest mode? We gotta stop with the 12-man stuff. It will literally destroy the game, guys.
The cosmic horse promises great riches, Guardians. Come on down to tonight's Dares of Eternity.
Okay. Can we get this done in 7 minutes? What's the final boss this week? Does anyone know? Shrimp, you know, I was just thinking about your problem. It could be kind of annoying, but you could always make it so your computer, because you can, you know, in Windows, you can place your monitor wherever you want. You could always just put it up, or like over to the like diagonal a little bit, so you can't just go straight left to it. You have to like bring your cursor up a little bit. That could be kind of annoying, but it's an idea. Like, don't actually move your monitor physically. Do you think they're gonna remove the bright dust when they change the ritual challenges? Yeah. Hopefully Pathfinder has it, but I'm not holding my breath.
Guardian down.
It's like a pretty classic Bungie move, eh?
Guardian down.
Put all 4 of your hands together for the
Oh, it's Vex final? Cool. Wait, how did I get 100% weapon already? What the fuck? I'm just gonna main my rocket launcher now, what? It's like 4 kills? Yeah, that would be cool, Shrimp.
The horse is pleased and summons more opponents.
Do you think we get another Final Shape trailer before the launch trailer? A couple of Vidocs. I bet we'll get a weapon trailer and an armor trailer. I would be surprised if there's 3 weeks left. I bet on every Tuesday from now until the Final Shape we get some sort of content. You know, some sort of trailer or mini Vidoc or developer insight, whatever you want to call it. I feel like I got really launched there. Because last week we got all the, we got all the prismatic. This week we got enemy types last week. I bet every week we get something. Exotic armor reveal probably. Yo, NorCal, what's up? I think, like I said, I think we'll get an exotic trailer one, or exotic weapon one, and an exotic armor one, and like something about the Pale Heart or the campaign, or like a narrative. Usually they do like a narrative one, like a little cutscene or something like that. But yeah, I would expect something. Well, I guess there's only 2. It's 3 more weeks until the Final Shape, but only 2 more Tuesdays, right? So, because the last Tuesday will be the launch trailer and the launch day. So yeah, I bet armor and weapons are the last 2. Maybe like a little narrative, something. Hope we see the Traveler Trace. I bet that'll be the raid weapon, and we will not see it until we get it. Could be wrong though.
The horse desires further proof of your abilities.
Oh. I don't know if I hit that. Damn. Yeah, I still need a good Hammerhead, a good Midnight Coup, and a good Lunas. Those are the last ones I really need though, so I'll definitely be doing some more farming. Probably do some farming tomorrow or something. We'll see. Got plenty of time. Yeah, I know. Into the Light has made this time go so fast. Like, Into the Light's already more than half over. Can you believe that? And then we still have, like, 2 weeks of Pantheon. We have 0 Hour next week. We still have all the Archie quests. Like, these last weeks are gonna just fly by.
Your final opponent awaits behind one of these doors. Which shall you
Yeah, and a final season mission of the season as well. I forgot about that. Yeah, we still have one more mission quest thing as well. So I mean, come on. These last couple of weeks are gonna go so fucking fast. Oh, excuse me. Oh, do you think Boss Level has some crazy effects like Prismatic or be super customizable like it was in Destiny 1? I don't know. Like, people really liked the Destiny 1 customizable one. I thought it was kind of lackluster. I don't really think that's really that cool or impressive. I think it would be cool if it got a glow up with like an actual usable perk, but we'll see. Do we think that Into the Light was objectively good, or are we just addicts because saw some new sentiment recently that Into the Light was not good enough? Just addicts that want Destiny to be good and grasping us roles. I think, like, unironically,
the horse demands, I tell you to have fun out there.
what was I saying? Fuck. Yeah, I think unironically, I think Into the Light might be one of the best content drops they've ever done. And in terms of what the players actually want, replayable content, quality of loot, quality of like the activities. It is, like, I stand by that. I said that in my ranking seasons video. It is just genuinely super, super, super good. Maybe some people are coping. I am not coping. It is just unbelievably good. Oh, rip. Are you worried about Destiny 2? No, not really. I wouldn't say I'm worried. I'm curious what comes next, but it's not like... No, I don't know. I assume killing the boss does not give you 50k? Oh, I'm gonna die. Fuck. Because Into the Light period is really small compared to most seasons. I mean, it's really not, though. I mean, 2 months. Most seasons are 3.5. It is definitely smaller. It doesn't have any narrative stuff, but I think Into the Light feels like one of the acts of an episode, right? Like, it feels like the first act of an episode where, yeah, okay, if every 6 weeks we got, which would be this week, next week, this upcoming Tuesday, we got like a content drop to extend the longevity of it a little bit, and then 6 weeks of that. Like, it feels very similar to that. I ordered all my PC parts. What build tutorials do you recommend, if any? So congratulations. Linus Tech Tips has a first-person one where he wears a GoPro while he builds. I think that's the one I used the first time I built. It's very good. Okay, that should get our score up. Yeah, I'm hoping for episodes to be like Into the Light with a narrative component. They already said they want episodes to be more cinematic. So I expect like really, I think this has to be the standard going forward. Really, really, really fucking good activity. Really great loot. You know, maybe without the secret missions and stuff. Well, we already know we're getting an exotic quest every episode. So like, I feel like it's a good baseline for what a lot of them are going to be like. Minus like, this obviously doesn't have like a story or like a cinematic element, which we know we're gonna get, so. I would not describe Cosmo leaving Destiny for Marathon as jumping ship. Like, I don't know how many jobs you've worked or anything, Aggie. Like, I don't know your experience, but doing the same thing for 10 years, that's a fucking lot, dog. It's not uncommon for people to shift into new roles and stuff over that period of time. Plus, he'll probably be paid a lot more money now, so like, good for him. I think the fact of the matter is if Destiny ends up dying or whatever, Bungie's dead. So it's like, I wouldn't really. It'll be fine. It'll be aight. Everything will cook. Do I have everything here? What am I missing there? What is that supposed to be? Oh, indebted kindness. No, it was enough for the bounty call. I completed it. It's always said 300,000, but you actually don't need 300,000. You just need 250. That's kind of based. ATP. The ATP Discord. All right, we're about to join a VC with Salty Gecko and ATP. So everyone on your best behavior. I better not hear anything about how Salty Grep will ruin the game, okay? Or else I'm gonna ban you. I have to find the fucking ATP server, Jesus Christ. Yes, probably Buzz. They did not talk about when the dungeons are coming out, but we do know that we're getting 2.
I will win.
Hello, friends.
Okay, that's insane. Don't you
We
just
should
get
do like
bait
9
from, like,
people.
stuff? Not three teams of 3.
Can you get 9 people in the same instance in the Throne World? You probably can.
Yeah, you can. You just have to like coordinate it. Which, I mean, like, if you did capture an instance, you could do a full-on like tourney.
Throne World fishing tournament.
This is enough fishing for me for one day, I think. About 3 fish.
Quitter. Wasn't like Throne World the one place you did not need?
Yeah, but Salt was on Throne World, so I figured I'd show him how it's done.
Oh, fair enough.
You didn't get the deafening whisker though. It didn't show me anything. I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't want to make you feel bad.
Fair. So nice of you.
I want to make you feel bad. I'll join up in a second.
I'll join you. I don't want to make you guys wait.
Who's ready for Pantheon? But yeah, we do know we're getting 2 dungeons, so.
But I don't think I have you added.
Nah, I'll add you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably just like a good way to keep it, honestly.
Yeah.
That's incredibly toxic.
ATP just
Also-
unfriended Shrimp. Actually, I have the proof.
Really, Shrimp, you're just leaking DMs now?
Yeah, of course I'm leaking DMs. I put it on Twitter.
No, you
I'm
didn't.
exposing you.
No, you didn't.
I did. Look at Twitter.
Did he actually? No way.
Yeah, can you explain this toxic behavior?
Whenever you tag someone specific, Shrimp, put a space or a period. Because like
I'm
that.
not subtweeting him.
No,
but
it-
that way, like, everyone that follows you will see it.
Yeah.
Or it'll appear on the For You page.
Because when you at someone, it's
TikTok.
like it acts like a reply, even though it's not.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's got like more focused. The algorithm doesn't show it to as many people, and if you want to expose ATP like you just did, you want the world to see it.
This is true.
Okay.
Shrimp
It's about time
ATP
to roll
rap
now.
beef next.
ATV, did you figure out who you're boxing at GCX?
Yeah, I'm boxing. I'm
Shrimp.
running the competition.
Oh, you are.
You're
I feel
reffing?
like.
Me and G Miners are the hosts.
Okay,
I bet like an
yeah,
ATP
alright.
T Storm boxing match would go really hard, or like a ATP TB boxing match.
Because T Storm replied to the Google form, and I was looking at the replies, and Taylor Liz also replied to the Google form. I was
man.
like, I feel like T Storm and Taylor Liz.
Can I get Mactix?
Yeah. Well, I think Mactix is fighting everyone.
There we go. The GCX boxing playbook, actually.
This boxing match. This match will change the way you box forever.
Oh, let's fucking go, mystery! Hell yeah!
You should actually make like a. What's called, you know, those like cards with like all the matchups and stuff right before GCX.
Yeah, that is way too much effort.
Fine, I'll help you with it, so it's less effort. I feel like it would be fucking hilarious.
I think that'd be pretty
Alright,
good.
here's an idea. You do it, and I'll just say it was my idea.
Okay, bet. I like the way you think, brother.
Are we doing this the way we did last time, where we just shoot the orb down and just blast him?
I'm on Whisper, but
Okay.
I have rockets.
The answer is no. Then I can take one of the gazes.
Who's got the other gaze?
Not it.
Not nose.
Not it.
I guess I can take it.
He's so selfless.
Alright, go ahead and take it.
What a hero.
I grabbed it. So
Yo, where is Guy going? What the fuck?
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
I'll go left.
5,
I don't have
4, 3,
All right.
2,
That's crazy.
1, 0.
I thought I had it.
What?
0.
Dude, did I just get blown up? What was that? I'm so confused. Okay, well, this game
I should count.
fucking
5,
hates me.
4, 3,
More like I hate this game.
1, 0.
Those carrots, everyone does their first raid at some point.
Yeah,
He's so nice.
yeah. I
down.
specified
10,
in the LFG post that I was ad clear
8.
only.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I got left.
All right.
Six, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know who I killed.
I've left.
I'm sorry. Right.
This orb down. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I've
0.
left.
Right.
This is last, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
8 seconds. Purely with one face.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Big.
Let's go! I may have forgotten surges.
I'm so confused. What killed me there? What do you mean my grenade killed
Surges
me?
are for cowards.
And cheaters, I've heard.
Yeah. This is true. This is very true.
It's like going out of bounds, I think.
It's like using divinity.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a bone to pick with Salt because I died in a well yesterday in Onslaught. I have video proof as well, so. Your
I
days
think
are
it's time to
numbered.
call for the buff.
I shot myself with a grenade? No
I
way.
worry that Bungie will see people actually dying in wells and be like, well, can't nerf it too hard.
There was a guy that was mad at me on Twitter and was spamming this clip of him dying in a well and being like, you see, it's balanced. And it was in onslaught, right? Explosive wave like 40, explosive trolls wave, and like 18 trolls blew up on him while he's in the well.
R?
Arm?
Mine was in the boss fight. It's just everything was shooting at me at the same time. And it still took like 10 seconds for me to die.
Open?
I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, me
good.
and Maya are grabbing stone.
Open? Thank you.
Damage.
Damage.
Don't forget to activate shot caller.
You can do that on immune, by the way. I don't know if anyone knows.
Wait, Scara, have you uploaded the Trio Flawless yet?
Not yet. I need to.
Title it World's 20th.
Were we actually?
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
And make... I'm gonna make the thumbnail like a really stupid thumbnail. that,
Dude,
like,
I was 87.
implies
That's
that
big, actually.
20th is like the equivalent of first.
Basically. Same thing.
Slow down. We can send here.
Alright.
Jesus fucking Christ. We baked.
Kind of mid damage, guys.
I didn't even have Lucky Pants on the second.
I
We don't
think
have
we
a
did
wall
better
on the
with
second
3-man
ladder.
actually. Now that I
Well,
think about
I
it.
didn't have lucky pants on the second plate either, so.
I also did not.
Personally, I blame ATP.
Yeah, I probably should have popped a wall of radiance on plate too. Oh my goodness. Open.
Take your time, Shrimp.
Dude. We're boxing a GCX.
Oh, I should not have talked shit. Okay, we're good actually.
Take your time, Scaramouche.
Yeah, thanks.
Dude, where are any of the symbols?
Yeah. Okay, open the door.
Got you, man.
Oh,
It's
I don't.
open.
Res fleet. I don't remember what my last one was. This is tragic. Give me a sec. Oh. I don't have an SMG on this character. Okay. Oh, it was boat. It was boat. It was boat. It was no. All right, we're gonna need like all the stuns.
Okay, we're on it.
He's still pretty far back.
They're
I'd
like
have to
all
shoot them
right
all.
side Scar go in.
No, I am waiting for pervading to go way down.
He's turning.
What is he doing? Do I need to run?
Nah,
Or are
we're
we good?
We're good.
I think I'm fine.
Shrimp, go back left, actually.
Well, I
Back-
need to go in?
Yeah, just back left, just back left, just go. You got this. I believe in you. Why is it not taking it?
It's not Guardian. Open?
Oh my god, I'm fucking throwing,
no.
actually. Holy fuck. We're gonna wipe. I'm bad at the game. This is ridiculous.
We might still be able to do it.
This is
You guys
crazy.
do symbols.
Quick.
Yeah, I'm coming out, I'm coming out. Get ready to
No
shoot.
way.
Jesus, what? I don't even know what the fuck's happening, man.
It's
I'm
explosive
shit,
shots
holy.
on Sunshot. Sunshot doesn't work too well in Obelisk, Garo.
Yeah, I've fucking noticed. Oh my god. Okay,
I'm
we're
very
fucking...
disappointed in the world's 20th Pantheon Auric clear.
It's actually World's 20th Trio Flawless Pantheon.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I'll have
I
you know.
apologize. I'll have you.
And
Thank you
believe it
very
or
much.
not, I was one of the runners on that too. So like,
No, you weren't. You were on
No,
ad
you weren't.
player.
oh, I wasn't. I actually wasn't. That's right. Okay, I forgot we switched back.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm just fucking bad. I don't know why I decided to run, but here we are.
Go in. You need help shooting?
No, I'll be right. Trout. I switched guns. All right. See ya.
There you go.
Oh my god, I'm fucking cracked. I'm unstoppable.
I don't know. Last wipe would prove otherwise.
Nah. That was a. I got bungeed for sure.
We are going to name it. I will weld a second plate this time.
Cool.
I swear.
Oh, he's damaged. So you said you'll wall second?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll wall first.
Alright. Alright, go.
Oh. How about I save it for third plate?
Okay. Yeah, let's just ensure.
Prime. Okay.
So HB can get his lucky pants.
Hmm.
I'm actually already wearing them.
Oh. I thought they dropped from the third plate.
I just trolled it anyway by swapping my hand cannon. Just go.
I immuned my Goldie, I'm so good.
Yeah.
No, Maya, don't say anything.
You didn't see that?
I... No, I did not. I didn't see anything.
All right. I've prepared mentally. We're good. We're so back.
So bad.
Open.
I don't. Where the fuck? What is happening?
There's one right at this door, Skiro.
Oh, thank you. Okay, go. Thank you for that sub. Appreciate your face.
These are the worst symbols I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I got ran, my bad.
Damn, in a well and everything. That's crazy.
How we call the symbols?
All right, we're good.
I'm nowhere near my well being back.
I've got mine for
I
first.
have mine. Oh, I have that second done.
I'll work it out.
Destroy them with your light.
I'm sorry for anyone who I move in front of.
I'm like slowly strafing more in front of me.
You want to
primary
push
here.
or just primary?
Just primary.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
I'll try to get my well back.
You don't get it,
so-
just proc gradient.
I don't have my melee.
Oh.
Yep. Oh, let's go.
W.
I wasn't even
I have my
worried.
well now.
Remember that one time I really fucked up a run in front of my Destiny Crush ATP, one of my best Destiny friends, Shrimp, and a 4 times world's first raider.
Fought between 1 and 2.
That was great. That was probably the highlight of my life, chat. Honestly.
Immune rocket.
That's actually this strat. There's a secret debuff if you hit him with an immune rocket. 87 extra % damage next time.
They knew you were coming, and
Easy.
it still looked like you ambushed them.
Alrighty.
Scared, do you want to run bottoms with me?
Oh yeah, dude. I'll run bottoms with you, brother.
I will do the most important role of all. I will add clear.
W.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, it shouldn't.
So me and Maya can do tops.
Do you want to do bottom instead ATP, or do you prefer tops?
Put your enemies down
Oh,
before
well.
they do the same.
I'll
to
never
you.
remember that. I will never remember that to start the encounter. My bad.
No, I've already got three rockets. We're chilling.
I'm pretty sure I did the same last time we ran this.
I love to see it.
Shell it on the toxicity, please.
1.
You are. Also, you should chill.
Peter!
Be careful, there's a tornado.
Picked up the planet and it just spawned on me.
Here. Make it over there quick, I believe in you. You're not going quick enough.
Wait, we can shift it. We can still save this, actually.
Yeah, I can.
What is happening here? Am I on ad clear or am I doing bottom? I'm lost.
You're on
Did you guys already get bottom done?
I'm on ad clear.
Yeah,
please.
yeah. Bottom's fine. So I think your only role here is to start the encounter accidentally, actually.
I got that.
If you hate ad clearing, you can take my bottom left plate.
Wait, where am I going?
Though we've already shifted that one.
You're 5 ATP. I picked it up.
Okay, you're going to 5 as well.
Okay. Maya, don't pick it. You didn't pick up your planet, so don't hit any of those. I picked it. I got it. I picked it up.
My bad.
No, you're fine.
Scarrow saying that Maya doesn't have the ability.
That's not at all what I said. She just started running without picking it up, so I don't feel like wiping, so I just did the mechanic. We're good.
Toxic.
Well, if you don't feel like wiping, you shouldn't have wiped us last week.
Okay, bro, that's it. You're off the friends list. You're banned. You're off the team. ATP spot finally opened up. If you're still interested.
I'm joining Geeks' team.
Oh, okay. Wait, I thought Geeks didn't have a team.
I'm trolling.
Light right.
Both in-game
Are you
and about that.
Are you sure you want ATP on the team? This guy
No.
can't live.
Hey, Salt, we need an encounter starter for day one if you're
This is a hard
interested.
day. This is a hard raid.
Light right.
I'll get it.
Okay, yeah.
I have both darks. So someone just get light right. We'll be fine.
ATP said he's got light right. Wait, yeah, that is what he said.
Somehow we made it to damage phase. That's fucking insane.
I believe in us.
Middle, right, left.
Alright. I'll place first wall.
Alrighty. I'll place the second like halfway through.
You can proc shot
Oh yeah,
color
sure.
early.
Good shout.
You have a galley? Wait, not.
Do we
3,
need to
2, 1, go. Well, I'm using rockets, so just.
Right.
Get your shot calling. 3, 2, 1, go. I missed. My bad, I forgot to repop the wall. What, he's immune?
That was pretty good.
My bad.
God fucking Chris Proctor. Did you see that airborne effectiveness, everyone? That's crazy. Should be on Kekis' team, so he can say the best line. Oh, man. Not that line. One again.
That guy is not even spawned.
Well,
I got him. He's dead. Should be spawning now.
oh!
You're going to 3.
Oh, thank God you got that kill. Holy shit.
You're 4, Maya.
I can't see mine.
Somebody
Oh,
else must
sorry, I
have
killed
it.
it. It's left. It's fine. My bad.
Oh, okay. Wait, I
I
did.
picked it up. I picked it up. It's fine.
Yes.
Which
You're
one?
gonna left as well.
Okay.
Dark mid. I have light right.
I'll get dark middle when I am not flying across the world.
You have light left, ATP?
Yeah, yeah.
For some peace.
Well, I don't have a risk.
I do. I'll place first wall again.
Left to right.
Left, middle, right.
Make sure you get a shot caller. Oh!
Wall's on 5.
I just got fucking
Oh.
ponied, bro! Alright, I'll be back.
Yikes.
I did not, which is
I didn't
interesting.
either.
Does somebody have another well? Oh, there we go.
That's alright. You guys clear. He was almost dead.
It was actually a lot easier without you.
We're doing more
Thanks,
damage.
babe.
Middle, left, right.
It doesn't matter for this.
Never.
Oh, it doesn't?
You might be the first
keep
person I've
telling.
ever heard to say.
Really?
Final
I
play.
keep telling. I always hear that it'll activate the other plate, so I'm like, I know it's like a 45-second plate thing, but I've seen 2 plates disappear at once.
Oh,
Or at least I
really?
thought it did.
I think
I
sometimes
know.
the plates just get taken right away, so.
That is true too.
Scuff plates.
I don't know how this encounter works, man.
You have solo flawless.
No, I don't.
I guess in that you don't step on different plates.
A majority of this fire team has solo flawless.
Hey,
Yeah, me too.
Just-
Me too.
it's time, Maya.
Scara 9's the odd one out.
I did what?
You don't have solo flawless.
Oh, fuck off.
Me and Maya duoed the solo flawless actually.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good.
I'm putting on a parasite.
I will add clear.
I've seen people
Yeah, but that's my
complain that they weren't
favorite.
getting plat. Do we need to kill shit here to like make sure?
If we're
Yeah.
at 90k score, it should be fine because the boss only gives 410,000. I need 500,000. But I think
And
it's like
making us wait.
individual scores.
You
Dude,
need
I'm
500k
Right,
score
my
total.
bad. My bad.
joking.
Leave none standing.
So I saw some kind of investigation on that. The time that you complete is not only like one score or another if you complete within time or not. It's still you get more score the faster you do it. And so people just
okay.
weren't doing it fast enough.
Oh,
Okay, that makes sense.
But we're
it was a
like
skill issue.
we're fucking freaky ass gamers, you know what I mean? So we'll be fine.
I mean, last week we like 4-4'd the tricks.
Yeah, you shut your mouth, bro.
My gold is gonna go crazy for the one floor.
We will get the one for it.
My spectral blades will too.
Do you have the vanishing trick fragment on? That gives you more damage in spectral blades.
Yeah, with Quiz and Vest.
Oh, nice.
Save bottom
Wait,
mid.
what does that exotic do?
Extends on hits, bro.
Yeah.
Do you remember when that first came out and people had like spectral blades for like 3 minutes in Crucible matches? That shit was crazy.
You still can do that.
They put like a
You have to
cap
use
on
an
it or
external
something,
program.
right?
Well, you just have to use an external program.
Scanner's down on left.
You know what? Fair
Scott,
enough.
if you want to scan, grab it from left side. I know you love scanning.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's on the right side.
Dude, I'm not gonna say it again. It is on the left side.
I actually
on-
got ran.
Oh,
we
actually,
killed
oh
all
jeez,
the
oh we're
predators.
fucked. Oh god, oh Jesus, oh, man.
I mean, surely somebody has a. Like, just
From
do a
it,
little
from
bit
it, from
damage
it.
to see.
3, 2, 1. Blast.
Oh, what is this?
Oh.
Pong's got the ball.
Yep. I actually should have like. Might have.
This is interesting.
Insane 1-4.
They have the ball upstairs, by the way, Salt, so you make sure you go up
Yeah, I
that.
need
This
to
close,
go.
right here, right here. Close.
This one, okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
No, I think Con tanks the ball. It's fine.
I hope I can make it in time.
Oh, I'm passing scanner up. Someone get it. There's no elevators.
I mean, surely someone's got out for me,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, wait, I have
I
a
need to
replication
shoot the ball right
too.
away.
I'm at the door. Shoot it now. Shoot it after. Oh my god, I will have
It's
1
in the
second.
back. It's
Wait,
in
You're
the
gonna
back,
have to,
by
you're
the
gonna have
window.
to come back down.
ATV, come get me.
Salt. I have
ATV,
a
come get me.
What do you mean?
3.
What do I need to come back
2,
down? Can't you use the
1,
elevator?
Blast.
Wait, is there an elevator down here? There's no elevator
Oh.
down here.
Oh,
We're wiping in 12 seconds. I also don't have a res scare.
I'm coming down, I'm coming down.
Scary.
This is
Grab
one
the
of
That's
the
scanner.
random-
that replication at top though, like it might be doomed.
Wait, what if I
No,
jump
no.
off?
No, hold on.
No,
Here,
that'll
here, here.
definitely that
Oh, no,
auto
you're
wipes.
wiping
Oh
us.
god,
Damn.
that auto spawns auto wipes.
Alright, y'all got that.
I'm at 20
All
seconds
right,
for my
y'all got
replication.
that. Boom.
We'll save the, we'll save the right servitor up top.
All right, y'all got that. I like how ATP asked that question and didn't even wait for a response. He's like, oh, I got this. I'll just jump off the map. Average Atrax run, dude, so fucking real, honestly.
Typical ATPism.
It's always good to test.
What?
Huh?
I wasn't listening.
Shrimp was saying how you should get tested regularly, which I agree with. That's very thoughtful, Shrimp.
Yep. Sorry I stole your ad, but you didn't deserve it, so.
Yeah, and also there's like 1 second on the timer, and the pod wasn't even down yet. We were wiping.
Orbital platform reached. Status. Calamitous.
It's just a lot of people don't know how to do Atrax legit
There is a
because
program that lets you go up without the elevator.
everyone fucking.
Once I can send you a code.
Can you DM me?
Everyone just won for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard
Never do
Salvation's
it.
Grip lets
Go.
you do that actually.
Be very interested in learning more about this program.
Op is in mid. Ouch. I'm taking damage.
Scanner here.
I killed the bottom one.
Left one's about dead as well.
Operator's down in mid.
All right, it's the right Atrax.
The correct one?
Damn, I've not a single person. I was hoping to get something out of that. Not at all. That's crazy.
Oh, I was like, dude, what secret strat do you have that lets us see it before it starts? It's like,
I think it's what Salt. What happened?
yeah, it's
Whoever's op needs to send a couple down. Oh, yep. Good job, Shrimp.
Yeah. I was in the elevator and I died. That made no sense.
That's why I was wondering what happened.
time to get a refund on that program.
You did send it up, so.
Yeah, no, I was interacting. I didn't even shoot it, so there's makes no sense. And we can go.
Don't worry, I'll stay down. It's okay. Oh, there it is.
Kill?
Not. We're just now coming up.
Oh, okay. Well, that was.
I was just edging. We're good.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
My X0 parasite will go
back
crazy.
down mid. This one.
Wait.
3, 2, 1, go. That's pretty good. Get on my way. Shoot off my head. Shoot off my head. Shoot off my head. Shoot off my head. Shoot
I'm
off.
trying.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
missing.
Put that Kovacs training to use.
I can dig it.
Close right.
Yeah, just go
3,
here.
2, 1, go.
I'll grab.
Oh, you picked it up again.
Oh my god.
Watch out, it's about to close. Okay.
Right. Oh, right where the Tormentor is. Right on. 3, 2, 1, go.
Cleanse us with the Tormentor? We'll cleanse the Tormentor as well.
It's got some real culty
Tormentor.
vibes to it, what you
no,
just said. We'll cleanse the Tormentor. Let's go.
I wanted to send them in there through the airlock.
It's gonna be the close left one.
I think it's gonna be not that.
No, don't worry about the thing. It's fine.
Oh,
They're
okay.
refreshed.
Scarrow.
It's this same one we just did back here.
3, 2, 1, go. Bye.
We gotta do another.
Oh, down bottom right.
3, 2, 1, go.
We're about to be world's first 3 clone Final Stand 8 track with a 6-man fire team. Day one.
Well,
Salt
every
is the
day
reason I break pasta in half. Okay.
Wait,
No,
which pasta does he break?
Which pasta?
The
I mean, if you break
rigatoni.
spaghetti, it's weird, but I could understand it. Breaking regular pasta will be pretty hard, you know.
I love Salt's the one with the pasta hot takes. Not hot takes, but
al
That's right
dente
word.
takes.
Wait, but no, when you break it, isn't it like impossible to break it in half? Doesn't it always go into thirds?
Huh?
You're talking about spaghetti, and yes.
Is it spaghetti? Yeah, like when you break
Dried
spaghetti,
spaghetti, when you break it, it breaks into
it always
pieces.
goes into thirds. Yeah.
What does it mean?
Like, because the tension when you break it flings off a tiny third piece. You can never break a piece of spaghetti in half perfectly.
You're telling me
Well,
I
they
cannot.
haven't met me
You're telling me I could go get a single piece of spaghetti and I could not break that in half.
Yes.
It would break into.
No, I don't
It
believe you at all.
into, like,
This
two
is
one small
so
pieces.
not true. Yeah, you
And
guys
then
are
Me,
baiting.
no, it's real.
Yeah,
You guys
it'll.
are baiting.
Honey!
This is no
Oh.
way.
Go grab a spaghetti right now and test it.
Victoria!
Break it. Bring it towards your monitor so it like reflects off. And
One
you can
sec,
find
one
the small
sec. I'm
piece.
calling my wife.
Like you have to
It
explain
snaps
this
into your
to her.
monitor and breaks it.
No, yeah, it'll break into like 2
Sabotage.
long
Hi,
pieces.
can you bring
and
me a
there'll be,
couple
like,
pieces of
third.
spaghetti? Just dry spaghetti.
Are you
Why?
gonna do this on
Can I
your
start?
stream? Yeah.
How do we not have spaghetti? No, lasagna doesn't count. No, not macaroni. No rotini. We don't have regular spaghetti noodles. Can you make
You
some?
can go to the store.
I've never been so disappointed. Well, so there's an Italian in our fire team, and he's trying to convince us that you can't break a spaghetti strand into 2 pieces
I didn't
cleanly.
say that. What?
Just lying.
Oh, sorry. Actually, wait. Sorry. It wasn't the Italian. It was ATP. My bad. Sorry, Salt. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. All right. Thank you, honey. Bye.
No, like look up a video. It's impossible.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Conveniently, he's all out of spaghetti. Yeah.
no, like I don't know what to tell you, man. We literally just had spaghetti like last fucking week too. That's probably why we're out of spaghetti. That's brutal.
Top left.
Remember the knights like spawn infinitely here, or every phase.
Torn. We're starting
Top left start. Going bottom left.
Maya's alone on the bottom, by the way. Was that
Mine is
Torn?
Mine is solo.
You've got some fight in you. Good.
Porn.
Bottom left start. Going bottom right.
Oh,
I'll detonate top left.
I'll get
Red.
bottom left.
Dunking.
the bottom right.
Nope.
I'll get well.
Okay. I tried to res Maya and then the bomb killed me. After the bomb killed Maya. Whisper sounds so beautiful.
It's so nice.
I'll kill the knights.
Bombs. Ooh.
We're like all grouped up on each other
I
there.
didn't even
That's
have
so
time
cool.
to react.
Oh,
Oh, and the Tormentor's still up too.
That's fine. He's our friend.
Carry the Tormentor.
Also,
They're all
apparently,
dead. Stop bombing. Stop bombing.
Phone kill. Oh, top.
farm? Okay.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
Terry's mad at me.
Does Terry
Get
disappear?
finishable.
Oh, we've changed the word Mark for Cenotaph to be Travis.
Yeah,
because we
that's
felt
right.
people named Mark would get confused.
And no one's named Travis, so.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Have you
Tr-
ever met a Travis? Top right.
Actually have.
Well, you're
Travis.
just
Anyone
lying,
named Travis
so
is a
we
government
suck.
plant.
Where are we going?
Top right.
Fucking Travis, man.
Get off the plates, girl.
Corn.
Starting top right.
Starting top right.
Top left.
Done. Off.
Top left horn, starting bottom right.
Where to?
Scaro, you're the
Top
one
right?
next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Get off plates. Get to your bombs. Get ready. Go in. On sacrificing for the team. Very
Yeah, I'm
respectful.
probably dead here.
Oh, sorry.
With the right bomb.
I'll get the left.
Watch out!
Surely someone gets my res. Surely.
I don't have one.
I don't have one.
Oh,
I'm out.
we're good.
We had so many deaths during that bomb phase. Oh,
You have 50 seconds to clear them. You guys
I don't
got
think
this,
we'll,
I
I don't
believe.
think we'll make it.
It's gonna be tight.
Does Whisper Breathing not have like priority on your buffs or something? Like what's happening? There it is.
I don't think it does.
Rather, if it's not something stupid like Sunbracer's ready and Sunbracer's procced, it has no priority. It needs to tell you the most useless things first.
Well, the prioritization process is also weird because Resto times 2 gets prioritized over Resto times 1, which is kind of weird when you think about it.
Seems backwards because Resto times 1 is more common. Feel
It only
like.
takes 1 second to proc, really? Oh my god. It does only
Hello,
take 1 second. It
robot
just
man.
doesn't show up. I was waiting that whole time for it to
goodies.
pop up because I thought surely Whispered Breathing has
Jared, I'm
priority.
gonna need you to pick up your score at Zillark for the next time.
Yeah, my bad, blood.
Dude. Highest score, let's go.
Alrighty, that was fun. See you all next week.
Yeah,
Shit.
let's get it.
I can't do math that
Think it's
fast.
easy.
How do you know you're the highest scorer? I don't believe you.
Alright.
Uh,
Catch you, everyone.
Take
Sure,
care.
everyone
Later.
comes to fish now.
Alright, chat. I gotta run. I'm gonna go get some paschetti. Thanks for hanging out. We're doing really good on the bounty prep. Tomorrow, I think I want to try to do like an onslaught farming stream or something. So we'll see. See you guys soon. Have a fantastic night. Love your faces.